a second because it still doesn't show it going for me.
I just clicked it. It should be live shortly.
It should be struggling to life.
I think so.
Okay.
That's what I was going to turn on.
There it goes.
Okay, good. All right, so
Hooray.
we are beginning another wonderful game of You gotta huck that in there. Huck 7th
I've
Draconis.
been doing that for the past 4 days. I don't need to do that anymore.
You gotta get that.
I feel like
in there.
little by little, that's just going to turn into like a uvular injected. Like,
It sounds like I'm sneezing. Excuse me. Alright, so you guys are coming back to a wonderful game of Hux of Draconis. I do not seem to have my music being able to play what's playing, so if this becomes obnoxious at some point, you guys can tell me and I'll turn it off. Otherwise, it's probably going to go on forever because I can't hear it. So, yay!
Maybe turn it down a smidge.
Alright, let me find it. It's in my Waka Jawaka section. I have a Waka Jawaka section. There it goes. Is that better?
What on earth? Ah, there we go.
Okay, good. Alright.
Now I physically can't hear it, so I guess.
I barely nudged it down! There, I barely nudged it up. Is it okay now?
Now it's playing again.
It's
That's
definitely
fine.
Waka,
Yeah.
and it is checking.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, good. Alright, so we are back for another wonderful game. We had a interesting session last time. I believe you guys had the disapproval of at least one exonymph by the end of it. Who would like to give me the recap? And
Well, he found us.
I can't remember who gave the recap last week.
I believe it was Tygon.
I don't think there really was a recap last week. I instead gave a Growling Peanuts flashback.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There wasn't a recap last week. So, does anybody want to give a recap this week? Or shall I break out the peanut to dance while Zev tries to give us another heartfelt story?
No, I succeeded in giving the story. Whether or not any hearts were felt.
I'm saying you'd be trying, and we'd see if you succeed while I do the heartfelt peanut dance.
Ali passes some recap.
Yeah, Allie's been a lot of pain.
I was about to ask.
Oh,
She's having
I'm
some
sorry
chest
to hear
problems. It's no bueno. Alrighty.
Okay,
go ahead.
Never mind, go ahead.
No, too late. No, you did it. You started.
No, you started too.
No, you started first.
Okay.
Fuck it, we were all incompetent. Recap was there.
Alright,
Okay.
recap, bonus XP is gone.
What?
Alright,
Oh man, Amelia, I was counting on you.
Two of us said we'd do it. I still will. And by do it, I mean attempt vainly.
Oh, I was expecting so much more.
Yeah, I better waggle.
Go for it.
I don't believe you.
It's
Well,
a good thing I didn't speak up then. Go.
Okay. As I recall, last time,
mhm.
as we sent people different ways to try to make some connections up top, for the purpose of attempting to try to get some income,
Mhm.
which meant that certain members of us were left alone that probably shouldn't be. Among
Unattended.
them, yeah, should not be left unattended. Among them, Miko, Amelia, and Coco, the three members that
I
really
gave
should have.
very firm directions that Coco was to be watched by Suri.
So, whilst whilst we were doing whatever it was we were doing, which I remember
Mostly walking down the street going, hey, we should try to find out how to reach Aaron so we can take Aaron's lunch money to,
Mhm.
hey, I know what we should do. Amelia, you have to know a whole bunch of RPF. And Amelia's like, killed them a bunch. And then Miko was like, oh yeah, that.
Miko's dealing with a lot of stuff right now.
That is,
Leave Lake Miko alone.
that is accurate. That's I was actually trying to kind of leave that out to make us look a little better, but luckily Sammy is looking out for me, and
I want people to see our shame.
So upon returning back, we found that Coco had asked the computer too many questions and had begun opening portals to another dimension and allowing little wacky monster dogs in. So we shot her, and by we I mean Miko, but Amelia got blamed for it, so it's a group effort now. As such, she transformed into a full-blown transcendent incident, and we got kicked out of our apartment for violating the terms of use.
And time and space.
Which
Namely,
really
having
was
a gun.
The worst part of that, if you
Yeah.
think about it, is the fact that you guys violated your lease agreement.
That is true.
Rather than the people who died.
And
It cost me like 80 credits.
No, I didn't I offer you 400?
I don't remember.
Well, since Amelia's doing the recap, yes, 400 was offered and refused.
No, it was asked for, and I was like, yeah, sure. It removes me from the responsibility of finding something to spend it on. But we found a new apartment.
All I'm hearing is give you guys less money and XP, okay?
No.
All I'm hearing is I should have more credits. What the hell is happening?
So we got a new place to live, which is I'm just going to call it a Roach Motel. And
You can be there by the hour.
yeah, we can be there by the hour.
Yeah, but I've
Or,
been expensive places that do that too.
Yeah, but that's for a different reason.
Why have you been places that do that?
What? Look, we're getting off topic.
Because
So,
she's a whore.
Remember when Zvi does that special subathon stream or whatever? This is something that needs to come up during it, guys.
Only if you guys are gonna attend by the hour.
Come up.
But
you
I'm.
guys think HSD gets funded by Kickstarters?
Yeah.
That's a smokescreen.
Pays the medical bills.
I shouldn't laugh at that. Sorry, I gotta get back to brain on track. Okay, so Lotta did make some contacts, which I do not trust, and Miko got a job interview, and Amelia has to go in and answer questions about why a weapons grade firearm was discharged in an apartment that then erupted in horrifying otherworldly darkness from an eldritch dimension unknown and better left.
And also why her
I-
firearm was...
No, it's a gas leak.
Yeah, I just want us to note down the phrase weapons grade firearm for future use.
As opposed to,
military grade.
Hey, my dude. I'd just like to say... it's gonna be okay.
They were doing
That makes me feel better.
the gas leak story though, so I don't think you need to you can stick by that too.
It's like my brother is telling me everything's gonna be okay, and it's the one I like.
Everything's okay.
Oh.
Should probably coordinate on our stories though.
Alright, so for that lovely recap, you have all
Also,
games.
there was a diner at the end.
We did
Oh,
go
yeah.
to a diner.
We did go to a diner.
And we couldn't cheer Miko up because she was a sad puppy.
She was
Even
sad.
though Amelia said don't be lame, we just persisted.
Oh, I would also like to add to your recap the fact that no one at any point called Stefan to tell him that anything bad had happened at the apartment. And when he
Yeah.
got back there, he was very sad.
Well, it's not like Stefan told us what he was up to the whole time. I mean, he
Well,
showed
what-
us, but
Yeah, he did Instagram it.
we were
Live
not
tweet his
informed.
experience.
Listen, it wasn't a minefield. We're moving up in the world.
Yeah. He came back to a literal dumpster fire. This reminds him of home.
I want to point out that it was an appropriate recap because once again, Stefan was forgotten.
Oh.
We've used like
right where it hurts.
we've used 1.5 rescues on this NPC, Sam. Clearly, he matters.
He
No,
does
you haven't
that.
used
No,
like 1.5. You used Rescue.
That's actually me forgetting to mention that we made Stefan mad by forgetting to call him is my way of, it's like an art piece. You have to listen to what's not there also,
Yes.
which I know you can do at home without having to deal with this, but
Yes. All right. So, like I said, for your lovely recap, everyone will get 2 XP.
Hooray!
Can I eat it?
You can eat it. It is full
Technically.
of fiber, and you'll need to go to the bathroom very shortly.
stop telling me to
Oh, no.
vote, Discord. I already voted.
All right. So, you guys wake up in the new apartment. It is not as furnished or
So actually, before the
together.
awakening begins, how were people ending their evenings? Because Miko left the thing when people were eating.
Lala would just finish up her meal and head back to the place. If Mika wants to be alone, she wants to be alone.
Amelia is definitely crying over how good this meal is.
Real
Like,
tears are
just-
had.
Like literally, actually crying. Like, oh my god, I didn't know anything was good.
And then she tried pepper and salt. Just her world exploded.
And then she got a tummy ache because she ate too much.
I was gonna say like there's gonna be an experience come the bathroom later on because this is not material you're used to.
I mean, technically it's the same material, just produced and printed in a slightly different way. But it's less
No,
digestible
this isn't
this way.
stuff on machines.
By that logic, tree park.
Would you like to
It's
have
the
your
same
nutrient paste? Yeah. I know for a fact Stefan is basically going to go back to your guys' apartment thing and probably make a bed on the floor because there are not going to be a plethora of places to sleep in the new apartment.
Lala's just gonna sleep in a chair.
Hmm.
I'm sure she's done this before.
So when folks get back to the apartment, then where's Zuri going? Is she sticking with them?
Yeah, probably.
Alright.
Unless there's anything else particularly to do.
When folks get back to the apartment, then Miko will be already asleep, but she will be actually asleep on the floor, like literally asleep, as opposed to sitting up and staring into space as she has done below. And there will be a blanket up on her, like as is done with the sleeping, and a pillow that was stolen from the couch. And there will be like a folded set of nice clothing in front of her with a pair of glasses that are sitting on top of the clothing. And all of her little gear and paraphernalia set up so that they will not be lost in the morning because it is an important work day tomorrow, you see.
I don't
Alright.
believe that she's actually asleep. I think this is what she thinks sleeping should look like. And it's pretending.
It seems pretty sleep-like. It's
Well,
certainly
in
more
that
sleep-like than you've witnessed in the
In that
past.
case, Stefan's gonna take the pile of clothes, rough them up, and use them as a pillow.
Stefan,
Oh,
Be
no.
nice and soft.
why would you do this? They're such nice clothes, though. Like, it was a
There's
pretty looking suit.
best
And
Pillow.
there was I spent like more credits than your meal on those clothes, Stefan.
Stefan needs a pillow.
Stefan's losing a friend. And she bought
I will
little
say-
glasses.
I'm gonna have a slightly uneasy, like not entirely willing to go to sleep, sitting in the chair, looking at the door, because I'm still not entirely convinced that we're not gonna be fucking tried to be grabbed by a guy in the middle of the night.
Yep.
And if Lotta is doing that, then that's definitely Amelia's also.
No, Missy, you've got an interview tomorrow.
What? Zuri is getting a getting a good night's sleep.
Yeah, since nobody's
Because
claimed the bed yet, you apparently get it by yourself. Enjoy.
Yeah, that's,
Suri continues to lead a charmed life when nothing bad ever happens to her.
It's like one bed in there intended for rent by the hour. Zuri gets the entire thing.
yeah. She can do the cat thing of claiming the entire bed, even though she needs maybe a quarter of it.
Actually, seeing that Amelia isn't settling in, Lola's just going to glance over her, wave a pistol and go, Spirit Watch.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I'll take the first half. You get some sleep, kid.
Lada's never gonna wake you up.
I know.
Never gonna let you down.
Shh.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to start the loop.
Mhm.
Then I will also go to sleep.
All right. As sleep takes a group of you, and Zuri, your sleep mode engages as you recharge the night, as Cogs
This is
theoretically
very
do.
racist.
As Cogs theoretically do shifty eyes. It is not without dream.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Zuri. There's somebody banging on your door.
Go away. I'm sleeping.
Hoping you're looking forward to having this same dream every night forever. You know those flights of fancy we used to fly around or drive cool cars? No, gone. You are forever in this house with these other people.
We'll see about that.
Let me in.
What do you want?
You know what I want. Get out here.
Oh my.
Oh, this is okay.
A sound of a fist pounding against a metal door continues.
Yeah.
Come
I
on,
will-
open up.
Yeah. I'm coming. I'm coming. Open the door.
There is a tall, grayish rabbit with kind of tousled dark hair looking at you with his kind of steely eyes. His jaws kind of set, and he looks a bit irritated. Alexa, what the fuck are you doing?
Alexa?
What do you mean? And he seems like he's continuing having a conversation that you're not really party to. I told you to go with her everywhere she goes.
Oh.
What are you doing in here? Are you just laying around? And he actually marches into the room and starts looking about. And he goes, you know, I can replace you. You are easy to replace. And he kind of straightens and he takes a breath and he goes, all right, look. I know I'm a little tense right now, but you have to understand our project's very important. I need her happy. I need you to be right by her side. Bad people could hurt her. And if I don't do everything I can to protect her, everyone will think. And he lets it kind of hang for a second. He goes, I don't know what they'll think. They'll think maybe we did something to her dad. And you wouldn't want that to happen, would you, Alexa? And he kind of stares back at you, and you feel kind of a tugging, like somebody's trying to grab your hand from behind.
I will look behind myself.
There is that young cogboy grabbing your hand and trying to pull you away.
What are you doing here?
Come on, let's go play video games.
No, I maybe later. I need to see this.
No, I want to go play video games. We can go kill monsters.
You know what? The whole monster killing thing. That's something we need to talk about.
No. It's fine. It's totally rated for my age.
Yeah, no. That is fine. That is fine. But oh, damn it! How do I explain this? Oh, great.
He kind of bunches up his face a little bit. It contorts kind of strangely because of the hard case of his frame, and you can tell it's the expression module kind of going off on it. And he looks at you and he goes, "Well, fine. If you don't want to play, I have a console all to myself." And he takes off running down the hallway.
Oh no! We're going after her. That's not a good idea.
All right, the hallway gets longer and longer as you go running past, and there's more people starting to come down the hallway looking at you. All of them trying to get your attention. Hey, Zuri! Is that Zuri or is it Alexa? I can't tell. as you go racing down the hallway, and this little kid disappears into one of the rooms.
Yep, going after him.
All right, and as you get to the doorway, you see Alexa standing over the broken body of a small child.
What?
And
What-
she looks
what's-
over at you, and her eyes are wet with tears as she holds this broken little body up of this little cog child. I just tried to stop him. I
What?
didn't mean to.
What did you do? What
And then
happened?
she looks at you kind of pleadingly. I didn't mean to. And that's where your dream will end. Amelia.
Just like that, Siri's are expensive, but Alexas, I can get an Alexa anywhere.
Amelia.
How strangled am I?
As your dream starts to take you, it's loud noises and bright lights. You're standing on streets where the buildings start just growing taller and taller and taller, and there's lights and there's people everywhere. People just walking up against you. People really close. You don't have your guns. You don't have your things. You reach down in paranoia because you can see JD across the street in the crowd. You can't find your guns. All you see is this big lacy skirt and these big bows. It's so brightly colored, and everybody is going is smiling at you as they walk by, and you see JD just across the street laughing at you.
You're late for something called a midterm. You're not even sure what it is.
And this is the most realistic dream.
That's basically, unfortunately, what Amelia's getting for a dream. That is what I would consider a nightmare for Amelia.
That's pretty.
Being kind of.
That's one of those anxiety nightmares.
You can feel your
sound
street cred
like-
being leached from you moment by frilly moment.
It does sound like a Margaritaville red carpet kind of dream.
Yes. Nico. I see you've come to work on time.
Is this gonna be a pantsless dream? She's pantsless most of the time.
No. No, Nico, you hear her voice. I see you came to work on time.
Yes,
And,
I have come to work on the time.
And you find yourself kind of standing, on all fours behind a desk. There's multiple displays kind of hollow floating in front of you. A never-ending trudge of paperwork.
Yes, I am here on time. Time is important, and I am a clock.
Yes, and there is it is almost kind of like a digital clock, like massive and spinning in the background as these faceless people go about their faceless day, and monotony continues with you.
It needs to be properly flavored. Her dreams are basically "Don't hug me, I'm scared" episodes.
And it's very boring. It's very lackluster. There's no color to anything. Everything's very exactly as it is. It feels empty. And as you're finishing off another dream project, or you're getting the thing ready and somebody comes to take it away from you, you turn, and in the reflection of one of the what's the word for these things, what are those like posters that are supposed to boost morale, like hanging
Terrible.
there?
I think it's just called a cat poster.
Yeah, the cat.
Motivational
Like hanging
poster.
there.
Motivational
Yeah,
poster.
motivation.
Yeah, the motivational, inspirational, art piece that they had in your office that you had been vaguely looking at every once in a while, is the reflection of it is showing 3 of those weird, like, Negamikos looking at you. and then they're just frothing drool.
Wait, is
that's
it a
just sort of
free wolf
melting away.
moon one?
Like yeah, it's 3 Miko moon, and it's just this drool is just kind of rolling out of their tongues and just melting away corrosively at the wall, and everyone continues on like it's normal. No one pays it any mind. And a small voice says beside you, "But Miko, why don't we run?"
She will look to the small voice.
Hello, the Coco.
It's Aaron.
What? That's the Coco voice.
I can't do Aaron's voice.
It's okay, I can't do Aaron's voice either.
No, you can. It's usually like, oh okay.
I think I do a pretty good impression of Aaron's voice.
You do?
Hello, governor.
It's a different.
I'll punch you. All right. All right. So, yeah, the small voice says, "Why don't we run?"
You're not supposed to run in the halls.
But why isn't anybody reacting? I mean, it's right there.
It's just don't look at it; it'll go away.
Miko, what's wrong with you?
We're supposed to be working. It's work time.
Miko, come on. This isn't like you.
We have to get this stuff done.
And the little child that looks vaguely like Aaron looks around frightenedly and then takes off running down the hallway. No one seems to notice them as they go by.
Don't run in the hall! You'll get in trouble!
And the whole world starts to melt down around Miko until she wakes up.
Did I wake up on
Lana
time?
never
I set my alarm.
Yeah, your alarm will suddenly go off, and basically one of your coworkers turns and looks at you and goes, "Brah, brah, brah."
Like they do.
Yeah, like they do. But Lana, do you actually go to sleep at some point, or do
Nope.
you just
Full night, yo.
full night, yo? Okay. All right. So everybody else wakes up. Lana, you kind of watch people twitch during the night, but nothing bad happens.
I figured it out. I figured out how to beat the system.
Not
It does have problems when you keep using it.
Never sleep. The dreams can't get you then.
work the day of the tentacle until we give you some decaf.
Mika will get up and look for her clothes. I put clothes here. Where did the clothes go?
Lana will jab her finger over towards Stefan.
What? Stefan!
He's got all 4 arms wrapped around them, and he has like face buried in, sleeping.
She will wrap his head with a tail. Bam.
Ah, what the fuck?
Wow, what the fuck exactly? These were I had them. Oh, you wrinkle them. I gotta go pass these through the
They're
thing.
nice and no.
They were nice. They were not yours. Oh, it was really expensive. She will like fundle to get the push frame over her neck and then try to put the glasses on that kind of sit awkwardly on her face. They're pretty cute though.
Mm-hmm.
And puts it on and just goes over to the little
Your
dealy bob.
outfit will actually straighten out pretty fine.
I gotta press the little anti-wrinkle button on the side of it. They were very expensive
Yeah.
pants.
I'm just saying that the outfit really didn't suffer that badly under, that. I mean, the worst of it was there was like a little bit of drool.
That's the worst of them.
Look, just use the shitty hotel trouser press. You'll be fine.
Thankfully, by now they have engineered clothing that cares not for such things. She gives it a whip and it all crisps out.
Nico's wearing basically a professional sash for work. So
I paid for it out of the items thing. It counts as good.
I know. I'm just saying it's a professional sash. So I'm just framing it for what it is. It was a really nice lump of clothing for somebody to use.
Zuri is sitting up in her bed looking around sleepily, and then once she notices Miko's like staring at her for a couple of minutes,
It would actually be
Like-
rather like flattering, if not for like it being really bizarre looking out of nowhere. But it's nicely cut because it's a set of professional wear that was tailored for
Yeah, I'm not saying that she isn't staring because it looks bad. She's staring because what?
What? I have an interview in like 10. Oh wait, what about the other one? Do I need to go to? I already volunteered to do this.
No,
Is
no,
she
no,
gonna
no,
be
shakes
okay?
her head.
Are you sure?
We
Because
got it.
I fired it.
No, she fired it.
Oh, okay.
Easier story to run with.
Well, let me know how it turns out, I guess.
Thumbs up.
Do we need to do I need to look out for anything while I'm gone, or do we know if anybody's actively trying to shoot me?
Hmm.
We're kind of going on the
I'm
premise here
sure
that they've
if
dropped their warrant.
JD's got dudes like in a spiral gang. Maybe watch out for that. Although I suppose most of them you probably won't see coming, so don't worry about it too much.
She sighs a little bit and rifles around for various equipment that she could wear that is subtle enough to win under it. She'll put her snapshot on. I don't have a shield anymore. Her big blade is too big to carry around and wouldn't be appropriate.
You get in trouble, you just buzz. Where is your interview anyway?
This direction, she says, pointing at the direction that it is.
Oh, at the place that you mentioned at some point.
Mm-hmm. That spot in the place.
With the address that we all have.
Mm-hmm.
So what is that place, Svi?
Well, I don't know. It's your town.
Well, you guys are talking like you already know, so I was just wondering.
I know.
I'm
bullshitting.
Yeah, so did I.
Oh.
I assumed I got an email.
Is it McDelicious?
No.
The worst of places.
I hope not, considering that she's applying to make blips.
Oh my.
Misread it, and their new sandwich is blip.
Blip delicious.
Blip.
Blip delicious.
So good.
Wow.
Even a blip can't tell the difference.
Cute Mindy and Cindy screaming, "I fucking love burgers" in a commercial.
No, we're gonna go with a really like terrible trope. It's gonna be Build-A-Babe.
Wow.
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 Wow. Well, this is one of those really crappy ones because that's all that Miko could get.
Aw.
Well, and also
BangBlips.com.
specifically what you said you were looking for was,
A place that would hire. Yes, correct.
a place that would hire without asking a lot of background checks or things like that. And possibly.
Why don't you
legal
exist
shit.
properly on the grid
Yeah,
with any
pretty much.
credentials that would lead to this field?
Listen, I know a thing or two about a thing or two.
All right, but your appointment is at 9 a.m. and so is the appointment, I believe, for Amelia.
Okay. Do you have anything like small and get outy, like a bomb of some kind?
What?
Yeah.
Bomb?
She'll reach into her satchel and toss a grenade to me.
Oh Jesus! Jump!
It's not primed. Don't panic.
As soon as that happens, you just see Stefan take cover.
She will put it in a pocket since it is the only thing small enough to be concealed and also not a handgun, which she would have a hard time using.
Alright, minusing one hotspot from my list.
I'll pay. I mean, I'm not really planning on using it.
Why don't you give Mika the weirding bomb? That's a better one.
No, I'm keeping that. That's my insurance.
By the way, Sam knows where the weirding bomb is.
That's because the whole point is so that she has something to drop behind her so she can run the fuck away if she gets jumped. I don't know if that would really do much against the normal person. She will put it, and then she'll be like, okay, well, make sure that she is fed and properly bathed and not armed. Also, she still has a handgun if you guys forgot. I'm just saying, she's been hiding it.
Handgun's fine. It's just not breaking the rules.
Is it, though? Is it though?
Yeah, considering this might be a trap. Yeah.
Okay. Let me know how it goes. I guess.
Okay. Be back by 5.
Okay. Well, I mean, if it goes over, I'll call you. I guess.
Yeah.
Dinner's
Now
in
we
the
walk down the street
fridge.
together, finding that we go into the same place. Um,
No,
She-
no. Nico's going to the north side of town, and Amelia's only going a couple blocks over.
She
So
she will summon a
it's
Zuber.
fine. A Zuber.
A Zuber.
All right, an automated carriage will arrive
Yes.
to carry you where you need to go.
She will crawl into the Zuber a bit.
It will offer to play you music for a small surcharge.
I will
As you
search
ride?
for whatever is the popular musics.
Okay, it will take a credit from your monies and happily play you some music.
Is it any good?
It is a toe tapper.
it's all weevil
Shit.
stuff music.
It
She-
makes you want to wiggle.
She looks down and resents her lack of toes.
Toes, kind of.
They're like toe-like situations. Yes.
She has toes like Beth has hands.
What do we have geographically around here? Is there like a bay or a mountainside or anything kind of like unique and scenic?
There is not a lot actually. This was one of the major flat desert areas. So, yeah,
Boring.
there
A
is,
very level horizon.
Yes, yeah. Welcome to
Very
most of
level
Canada,
horizon.
is what you're telling me.
I-
Yes.
I-
You can watch your dog run away for 3 days.
yeah, yeah.
Until it gets bored and comes back.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not
That was
like, it's not like a
my
desert
buddy
like
from Saskatoon. That was his description of Saskatoon. Was basically you can watch your dog run down the street for 3 days. It's nothing but flat terrain forever.
Yeah, it's basically flat terrain. It's not necessarily a desert anymore because everything's been kind of terraformed. So there's actually a lot of lush, like, forests and stuff like that that's been cultivated around the area and stuff. But it is actually just largely wild around.
So there is a
nearby.
foresty zone or something. That's the
Yeah, there's a
local.
foresty zone.
Alright.
Yeah. It's kind of a big flat forest area that kind of encompasses around. But this it would have been originally been a big flat desert before it was terraformed. So, which is kind of interesting because they clearly have automated systems that are making water happen, but the weather is doing whatever the weather wants because this is a large flat area and it doesn't encourage rainfall. But yeah, you can get your Juber or Zuber and start riding over. Are you guys gonna prep Amelia in any way?
I was gonna say, I was actually gonna ask, is she still asleep?
I think she's sleeping and like sweating.
Lovely. Okay, I'm gonna like nudge her awake. Hey, kid, time to get up.
I think she
I'm gonna
probably,
nudge-
like, jumps out of the bed.
Yeah, that's what I was about to phrase my positioning. I'm probably gonna like hit her leg or something somewhere away from the arms.
Mhm.
Like I'm thinking, like jumps to the other side of the bed. It's kind of like
Rolls into action.
so, yeah, like probably
Suddenly,
kinda
aha!
comically.
Right?
And this time it's like less threatening. Like she reached for a knife that wasn't there,
Mhm.
and
It was just as threatening. It's just that she couldn't find the weapon.
yeah. So instead, it looks kind of goofy. But it probably shouldn't. 'Cause
Hmm.
It's still really dangerous.
Lotta is now pondering just like putting random items under Amelia's pillow.
Just
In the
see
night.
what happens.
Yeah.
I love everything about that sentence.
So you know the horrible squawky chickens that people use for music now. Oh.
That's gonna be Amelia's mornings forever from now on. Wake up with a banana, gonna be a flash of a toggle, taking a picture.
It's gonna be so much better when she gets her next reclamation surgery.
I brought it up yesterday, but we need to do the karaoke bar with Amelia at some point. This campaign can't end without her singing "Crawling in My Skin."
need karaoke for that.
But it helps.
So Amelia has sprung awake in a very kind of comical fashion.
I was
That
like looking around. I was like,
Looks
what?
exploitable.
Interviews today, kid. Gotta get yourself ready.
Okay. Yeah.
But
alright.
Kirsty, Amelia, you were never woken up for watch.
I feel betrayed.
Yes.
But at the
Not
same
gonna say
time, in
anything
your heart of
about it.
hearts, you knew.
Yeah. I think I did, but I still feel a little betrayed. But I'm not going to let on that I do because I don't care.
She says, sobbing thanks to the symbiote.
I'm an adult.
All that
and
was
I
out
can do
loud.
watch, right?
Nobody trusts me. Yeah, actually, I was gonna start going around like looking through all my stuff,
Mhm.
and it's like,
How much of your stuff do you have that you didn't leave in the room?
I think I'm pretty sure I have like my backpack, my personal stuff, and whatever was in the safe. They took my
Well, you
gun.
don't have anything from the safe yet.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so I'm gonna start looking for my stuff. Realize it's all in the safe, and then just start looking around in places in the room, like in drawers and stuff.
What are you looking for?
It's like, I'm really nervous. Do you guys have any like stems or anything? Like,
She's just gonna quirk an eyebrow. Just shake her head. Nope, no stims.
Shouldn't rely on drugs anyway.
like thanks.
No thanks. I need my drugs. Give me my drugs, guys.
Besides, none of us might work. You're a scolded kid for this.
Okay.
Now, remember where you're from?
Venus.
Yeah, that's right. Good job. I'm proud of you. Right, you want to wash up before we go, or yeah, go wash up, kid. You're a little damp.
It's like, yeah, all
Remembers
right.
being the cleanest that Amelia's ever been in their life. Why would they need to wash up?
I was just gonna go do what I'm told.
Oh, Allie, you've become like the den mother.
I have.
Just shut up and go take a bath.
Your dress on wrong.
Ah, sorry.
Just
Could
like-
you?
Yeah,
Just
I'll
like,
help her. No
I still
worries.
don't understand this thing.
That's okay. You will learn.
It's like, I don't want to learn. I'm an adult. Adults aren't supposed to have to learn anymore.
I've been an adult for
A lot of
13 years.
laughs.
Like,
Oh, that's so
what's
cute.
even the point of growing?
It never ends. I tell you. What about you, Stefan? What are you going to do today?
Education is a lifelong process.
Stefan's basically got his toggle out. He's kind of looking like he's brooding. He goes, maybe I'll go get a regular job. Maybe I'll go be normal.
No, you've got too much pizzazz for that.
he puffs up a bit. Like that's a compliment. You ever heard one? Then he kind of shrugs and he goes, I don't know. We gotta get some money, and I wouldn't mind getting a little place to work so I could. And he jerks ahead at Zuri, and he's trying to have a private conversation with only Lada, but he doesn't really realize that Zuri and Amelia are still going to be a part of it, and he makes a lot of like motions like screwdrivers and like
You wanna fix the head, get rid of the exoskeleton.
Yeah, some minor adjustments.
I'm sure she'd appreciate that.
The last time you did minor adjustments to me, I woke up with a lot of new hardware.
Hey, I improved. And to be
But-
fair, what you gave me, you had a hole.
No,
And
no, you
frankly, you have
misunderstand.
shot at him, so I think you're kind of even in this regard.
By minor adjustments, I mean that I'm actually going to excavate.
Okay.
Aroo.
Suri, Amelia, what do you guys to each other?
Do
I
what?
assume you're coming along, Suri, right?
Stefan chimes in. I'm pretty sure they're lovers.
Is that a bit on the nose for a cover story?
There's a bit of giggling from Zuri.
Just like I think I'd there are situations I would not remove that. Oh shoot, you're talking about for the interview.
Yes, for the interview.
Yes.
Pat.
Don't
Okay,
put them
look,
in any
I'm-
situation where they're going to have to talk about each other without each other being in the same room.
Okay.
No, that's a recipe for bad things.
It's like I don't know. Just tell me what to say. Like,
Well, let's go with something semi-true that I'm here to show you around.
Okay, I got it. So, I've for some reason I've referred to her as my niece. So I guess I'm the aunt that's taking her in while she's visiting this planet. She's come to see you with her pen pal, whatever.
Oh, that's a lovely idea.
okay, What's a
Stefan
pen?
has got his head buried in his hand for a second, and he goes,
what's a
Just
pen pal?
like, do you know maybe like Amelia have you know when kids really dumb down below and they sound like total moron and make it sound like they never get anywhere in conversations and they just I don't know, I'm just so scared, I just got confused and turned around, that kind of shit.
Oh yeah.
Sell that. Give them as little information as possible.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. I can do that real easy.
And Amelia, dear, pen pal means that we have written a lot of emails to each other, but
What's an
you know,
email?
this is the first time we actually met.
What if they ask me to write something because I don't write very good?
You use dictation on your toggle. You speak it
I do
right.
what now?
Okay. Here, she's gonna pull out her toggle case. She's gonna open up Messenger and press the listen to the fucking voice button.
I didn't even think one of these
Look.
could do that.
You see how it is making the words that I say appear on the screen. You may not understand what these little symbols mean, but this is what they are.
Why didn't nobody
Symbols
tell me I
appearing
could just
on her
do
screen.
this?
I think a few of us have actually tried.
Oh,
It's
Steph-
okay. Yeah.
Have I just not been listening?
Mm,
That wasn't actually a question. When is this thing?
It is in about 30 minutes. At this point.
okay.
Stefan, meanwhile, has gathered himself up, and he's just putting like a reassuring hand on Lotta's shoulder, like you carry the weight of the world. I'm gonna get away from Ground Zero.
Yeah.
He goes, I'll take. Waves his toggle. I'm gonna get breakfast first.
Okay. Keep us updated. I like your pictures.
I'm glad somebody did.
Okay. Kids, keep your pistols on you. Just please don't start shooting unless I do. Okay.
Okay. And I set my toggle to watch out for someone matching Lotta's description starting a shootout.
That's weird.
Why are you fiddling with your toggle?
I was kidding.
No. Right. Shall we go then?
Like,
That's shallow.
Can we?
Oh,
Is there a place on the way there, where we could stop and pick up like some hooch or some spray paint or something?
spray paint? What do you want spray paint for?
To get high.
Maybe on the way back.
Oh my god.
Those feelings.
Also, maybe to spray paint things. I don't know.
Well, we'll talk about that on the way back. First things first.
Yes, it's.
Does everybody remember each other's fake names? Because I sure as hell don't.
I
I am
only
Winona.
I have the only fake name that was been given to me written down, and I have the NPC names written down as well because I rewatched last session.
I actually never got around to telling anybody out of character the name that I put down. I kind of it got snowblowed past and I forgot about it. But it's Lily.
You're Lily. Oh, that's very pretty. Do you have a second name?
Nope.
That is incredibly inconvenient.
Just do you have a second name? Fucker.
What about you, Suri?
Dawn.
Don?
Yes.
Do you have a second name?
Abasi.
Abasi. Okay. And I am Winona DeSato. We all good? We all good to remember these? I'll take that as a yes. Okay, let's go.
What was yours
Probably.
again? What was
Winona.
yours again? Winona. Okay.
All right, and you guys start heading over. I'm gonna move over to Miko really quick because Miko's gonna have a lot of time sitting and waiting as the three of you are gonna get interviewed.
No, Miko is going to have a busy job making blips.
I wanna like really pitch hard the name for this place being Bang Blips.
Why?
No. It's Build a Babe.
That's so much classier though.
Alright.
To be honest, it's not very classy.
Alright, so
Compared to mine though.
Yeah, but only compared to yours.
alright, so Miko, you end up coming out and you find out you're not in a great part of the neighborhoods. As the vehicle comes to a stop. But there is a shiny, new-looking building as you get out of your vehicle. It looks like the signage has been freshly put on. They have a nice big kind of open entry place. It's like going into an iPhone store. They have like little displays everywhere. You can look at things, and they seem to have like a lot of like little like hologram build-a stations.
The
But
initial
they seem
approach
mostly
to the
very
building,
templated.
the initial approach to the building is going to consist of trying to get through the door as dignified as possible. Like there's an initial approach that gets aborted, then a secondary approach where the door is attempted to get like pulled open a little bit by the push frame, but then has to get nosed, and perhaps that's aborted. Then she hits the little handicap button. That one seems the best. No, but that'll make her. No, wait. No, well, it's too late. It's already opening. No, she'll go through it. Okay.
As you walk in, a couple cleanly dressed in white suit vectors will approach you very curiously.
Oh, why didn't I get a white suit? I got a black suit. I should have gotten a white
They
suit.
are a pair of white rabbits with red eyes.
Oh, there's a theme. I didn't know there was a theme.
I don't have a stupid face. I can't fit.
One of them leans down to you and goes, "Oh, hello, ma'am. Can I help you make your choices today?"
Can I help you make your choices of me?
She bats her eyes, these long, unnecessarily long lashes.
I love your face.
Oh, thank you. I had it custom made. Anyway, would you like to look at some of our products?
I'm
Is this
actually.
your first time being a parent?
No. I mean, I'm not. No. I'm here
It's
for
okay.
an interview.
Everyone's nervous their first time. Oh, you're one of the interviewees.
One of?
Well, come on back this way. And she does this kind of sassy little walk as she starts leading you back. It seems like it's unnecessarily amounts of hip gyration.
Mika
And
will
she's,
attempt to mimic it haltingly. It's
Yeah.
not working as well.
Yeah.
I was hoping for that.
So I like to say when you mimic it, you actually get up on your hind legs and do those awkward dog walks
So she
forward.
stops for a second to go through it.
Yeah, the other white rabbit kind of.
I mean, you've seen her strut before. She's got the butt. She can do it. She's just not doing a very good job of it right now. The attempt to mimic it is failing entirely.
And you were led back into a series of very clean, sterile hallways, and asked to sit down in kind of a sitting area. And there are about 3 or 4 other people, some dressed in various lab coat itinerary, and no one dressed nearly as nicely as you. And they all kind of look over at you because they're very normal vectors. There's a couple Canidae, one Felidae, and we'll say one's a skunk. And they all kind of just look over at you, and the skunk goes, "So, are you here for the interview too?"
Yeah. I was actually kind of surprised to see so many people here. What with that new lab opening up down the road.
Oh, I didn't get in on that one.
I
She looks
thought,
over her toggle.
yeah. I mean, it might be worth looking into. You know, if this one doesn't work out.
Maybe if I don't, I just know most of them are all Geiger places, and I kind of, want to keep my.
She kind of looks like she's biting her lip, like she's not sure she should continue saying anything with you.
Well, I mean, any place for the check, right?
I mean, it's just there's something to be said about professional integrity.
Is there? Yeah. I mean, of course, if they think there is.
She kind of shrugs meekly, and then she puts her head down, and her long hair just kind of covers her face, like she's kind of got into, oh no, I've said the wrong thing, I shouldn't talk anymore.
Mega will also sit backward, going, "Is there? Am I supposed to be? If there's intentional integrity here, I'm probably in the wrong place because they're gonna look around for my credentials and they're not gonna find much."
After a while, you have to sit there as the various people get taken in and apparently interviewed and then leave. And about 2 in, they another white rabbit comes out with red eyes, and
Do
says,
you think it's a name?
Miko, is there a Miko?
Yeah.
Actually, was Miko the name you put yourself in as?
Yes, because you weren't worried about hiding.
Yeah. Well, no, because no, Mimano would be registered dead still. That doesn't have anything to do with IRPF, so it would still be Miko.
Okay. Miko, is there a Miko here?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Amazing!
I see you're already familiar with the blip process, and she kind of.
I am so familiar.
Racist.
Well, I mean, I don't think I can really come off as like a deformed puppy. It's fairly,
She kind of, closes the door behind you, and the little skunk gives you that sad little wave as you disappear. And
I feel like this rabbit's about to ask if she can touch your hair.
Just no tongue.
The rabbit kind of leads you down into a small room with a office in it, and it's got a little desk and stuff, and there's a mat on the floor for laterals or tours, and then there's chairs for the regular people.
How considerate.
And you can tell that they have a little boosty seat in case they have a micro. And she sits down at the desk and goes, "Okay, so what has brought you into being interested in our company here? What do you know about us?"
That you are a place that produces blips. That I would like to also produce the mat.
Oh, and you're familiar with our products?
Sure. I mean, how could I not be, being a blip? who has also produced blips, many of them for a very long time.
Okay, and how long have you been producing blips for?
A very long time, as previously mentioned.
Okay, we work in very specialized sorts of blips. What types have you worked on?
Special types. I made ones for people who have very specialized typing needs, like like this, like myself, and also like not like this. Like I saw that you had some pretty ones. I have done designer on request uh, with high detail. I had high accuracy out to 70 years plus.
That's really good. Okay, I see here you don't seem to have any history listed.
Yeah, it's lost in the with the companies changing, and I was from a different town, and it's kind of. But I totally. I mean, the practical skills are there.
Okay, and what were you hoping to get out of your experience here?
A check.
Just the what?
Well, I mean, periodically would be nice. Oh, and also room for advancement, and I am working well with others.
She looks like she's really not sure how to take this. She goes,
I have
know,
spent a very long time in front of computers. She says, attempting to convey that perhaps the lack of social skills may consist of being a very hard worker.
She said, I see. You know what? Why don't we do something practical? Why don't you come into the lab really quick, and we'll see how you do with some protein adjustments. Okay?
Yeah, sure. I can certainly come into the lab very quickly.
Right. Good. All right. Well, she's
It's the thing with 4 legs. Doesn't take me long to
That's
get
what
into the
That's what I
lab.
was expecting to go. Never mind.
All right. Okay. Well, this is actually very difficult, but this is very important part of our work because you have to get the proteins quite right and just kind of make sure everything's kind of balancing. And there's more to this than just the glamour and design on the computer. There's a bit of practical work with this too. So we'll see how you do. All right.
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
All right. Well, I just need you to match this chemical compound right here. Okay?
Sure. Can I know a little bit about the client context? I mean, what are they looking for here? What is she looking at? Like, what is the stuff that's in the room?
She's literally giving you one little segment to work on.
Say, create this protein sequence.
Create this protein sequence, and that is it.
Yeah, well, she might actually be able to do that. I do have several points in science. Let's see here.
I know this is going to be a science check. So she's.
What do you want?
This is going to be science, of course, and it's going to be a difficulty 4 because this is actually a pretty hard one.
How bad could it be? All right. When I said several, I meant one.
Oh.
And a boon. And a boon. But yeah.
Well,
Now,
how much focus you got?
Are you targeting 10 or are you doing it silently?
No, this is a place where I would actually try to. I've got all my stuff for the night. How far? We're pretty close soon into this interview, right? There's probably more things to it.
Yeah, this is like kind of seems like kind of stage 1.
Okay, I will target 10.
You'll target 10.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a very complicated but base thing. So it's kind of this is a very tricky one because it looks like it should be easy, but you start looking at it and you're like, oh.
I'll +1 to that.
You'll +1 to that. Yeah. All right. You managed you have to get it together, and it looks identical to what she asked for. Oh, that looks great. Yeah, that's good. Wow, high marks there. Great. Okay, so you said you've worked other places before, right?
Yeah, she says, slightly gaining confidence. I knew what that looked like. This is all driving well. I mean, several other places, you do over time.
Okay, great. All right, so let me just take you into one of our design rooms really quick. Okay, so now we have some clients, and sometimes we get them, and they have very kind of loose ideas of what they want, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
what
No.
but they want you to surprise and to wow them. So I'm gonna need you to design a functioning living creature in the next hour
Oh.
on our systems here, but you need to achieve a seaworthy, bioluminescent, preferably extra limbs, and they would also like the child to have extra endurance. So if you can do that, get that working. We'll see what your design is. I'm going to grade you on creativity on this one. All right.
Sure. Can I see the equipment or the biostock that I'm working with or anything like that?
Oh no, not yet. I'm sorry. This is we're really kind of protective of everything here at Pretty Princess Company. So let's just get you back onto work,
Shit.
and we'll see how you're doing.
Righto.
Uh-oh.
All right, and this will be another high difficulty check.
So what are they giving me in terms of tools? Because like, if you
They're
were to
giving-
write it from
they're giving-
scratch,
they're
I don't think
giving
an
you
hour
the-
is enough. If there's a template to work with,
They're giving you a templated VR software.
do they have
and,
any kind of like existing samples that can be used?
It has a stock template of a normal vector, and then they're giving you about an hour to fiddle the things onto it. And it has kind of like, oh, would you like to add arms? And you can kind of fiddle the design really quickly. It's supposed to be fast and loose. This is very similar to what they have at the front for customers to use. So it's a very simplistic UI, but you're not having to do like too much crazy. But you're gonna have to make something that looks attractive, interesting, and and be functional.
So you're just designing and not actually genetically coding?
Yeah, you're not genetically coding this. You're designing this. This isn't going to be a science check. This is going to be a logic check.
She's actually gonna look at it and say, when the like doors closed and stuff, she's like, come on, computer activate camera. Oh, don't be a bitch. Hang on. And she'll pull out her toggle and take a picture of herself. and feed it in, say extrapolate design based on provided material.
It is not a smart enough system to do that. It is
No,
meant,
fine.
to do
Everybody wants something functional that swims extra long. Just have yourself an otter. She will attempt to do it. So what do you want?
I'll say it's going to be a logic check difficulty 2, because you need
Okay.
to kind of find a way to make this look creative and interesting, and not just be a goddamn otter. If
Well,
you
that's
fail, you
me
won't be
out.
a goddamn otter.
Are you saying there's something wrong with otters?
No, well, yeah.
She has
but,
said
you
that,
know.
Yeah, Bethy's going to turn you inside out. Yes,
She
that.
is going to create a critter of somewhat creepier design than is probably inherent. It's a little bit of an ongoing process, but what comes out of it is somewhat more alienly attractive than like conventionally. Or it's that. I'll re-roll the one. No. How many of these do I have left? Yeah. Why not? I'll spend 2 on it. Roll
So you're
D8.
rolling the one.
Oh, fuck. Alright, well, it is what it is.
Aw.
So, yeah, so when I say it comes out more alien-y, it does.
Oh my!
Oh my.
Maybe lacking that attractive part.
Yeah, I mean, the second it's over.
Yeah, so yeah, at the end of the hour, you've had time to fiddle. She comes back in and wow, that That really jumps out at you as a design.
I
was
was
not
just
expecting
kind of
that.
not used to the interface. It's just a little bit different, is all. I was trying
You know,
to.
sweetie, we design blips here, not IO probes.
But I could do that. I mean, to either one.
Okay, well that's very good to know, and that you're open to that. Have you ever worked with any TTI products before?
No, yet. No, would that be good? Yeah. I am under an NDA.
Okay, who's your NDA with?
I can't tell you that.
Okay, would that NDA preclude you from doing any of our work here?
No. I mean, unless you ask me to do something related to the NDA. But if I were to violate that, you'd never be able to trust me.
She looks like she's and then she's like, but at the same time though, if I can't have you do all of our work here, that would be very complicated, wouldn't
But
it?
you make blips here, not bioprobes, right?
Yeah, blips.
Well, I
Anyway,
mean,
come
in the
on,
event that you were under a bioprobe, as long as it wasn't anything having to do specifically with the NDA that you don't know about, then there wouldn't be a problem not fixing that. And she winks suggestively as though that made any degree of sense.
I love everything about this.
This is a fucking
Alright,
train wreck hardcore. I love it.
she is going to motion you with her and go, okay, so last thing I need you to look at, we do like to have our various content creators kind of follow their projects through. Are you familiar with memory engrams or anything like that? Making sure that the child already has cognitive abilities ready?
Yeah.
You're familiar with that? You know how to do those scans, right?
Uh-huh.
And tests? Alright, good. Well, come with me.
Yeah.
She's filled with so much confidence with you.
She's actually kind of surprising herself because she does actually know how to create that.
At the end of this, we'll have to see if you want to roll a communication or a lie roll to fill in the gap.
Well, so here's the thing. Like, it is related to the field. It's just that she does know bioprobe design as opposed to blip design. That does include instinctual and programming, which is something, as a blip designer, she probably wouldn't have that much knowledge of because it's all templated.
Yeah.
So...
All right. Well, she leads you down to what is basically a bunch of bats, and you feel like you should probably know what these are, but you really don't.
That's
the thing is, none of these things are actually like
the green
jiving
one.
with you.
Yeah. And the blue one. Yeah, we had that.
Oh, you had the Mark V?
Well, I think it might have been like the 4.5 at the time. They were behind the times.
Then you're familiar with the problems with them, right?
They were so problematic. I mean, we had problems with them hourly.
Yeah. How did you solve those problems?
We upgraded the Mark Vs, am I right?
She smiles and lets out a very turt laugh. Yeah. The Mark Vs.
Am I right?
Alright, so I need you to do just a cognitive check. This is going to be a medical check, difficulty 3.
Uh-oh.
Good luck.
Uh-oh.
I'm a good friend. I think very highly of blip design, and I think a designer would need to have fairly good skills for these. I mean, you are, developing a life form, right?
You're praying God.
Watching on the stream, I can watch G write D8 plus. You bumble your way through this majestically.
The hip bone's connected to the thigh bone.
I really wish I could remember. Another me.
You almost rolled max on both dice. That is the only way you could have gotten through that. It's amazing.
Beautiful.
So you
She gonna get the job?
You tap on the interface, and it's like this, and you check in. You do realize that the child does not have any cognitive brain functions going, and as you look in, you can see it's a very hemi-looking child with kind of long horns and scales and little vestigial wings in the vat.
Oh, she's very cute, but her brain doesn't work.
Oh yeah, we actually just figured we'd have everybody test on a blank. That way, if there was any accidents with any of them, testing.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, that of course.
Because accidents do happen in the workplace, especially when you're trying to do interviews. Surprisingly enough, this is the second one we've had to use today. So.
Oh, what's your policy for disposing of the first?
Well, we follow appropriate measures as dictated by Progenitus, of course. Anyway, but don't worry about that. That wouldn't be your job. You wouldn't be doing that. So, you look like you have a lot of really good marks here. I am very interested in giving you a call back.
I am very interested in receiving that call back, and you can reach me at any of the numbers that have been provided on the sheet, which is just the one number, but I could be
Okay.
reached at it.
All right, and when would you be free to start?
Now.
Okay, great. Well, like I said, we primarily deal with the Pretty Princess line. It's a very unique experience that you would be working on. Unfortunately, you wouldn't be working with the customers in the front. You'll mostly be working with customers in the back.
Oh, well, I can work with customers on the top or the bottom, too, if that'll help. That came out wrong.
I'm afraid HR doesn't really like us to do that. We've had issues with previous employment litigations. So what we'd like you to do is go home. We'll call you. All right.
Okay.
I have a few more interviews left to do today, and we'll see how it all pans out.
Okay.
Nice meeting you, Miss Miko.
Thanks. It's just Miko, though. I mean, but Mrs. Fine, nice meeting you. What is your name as well?
She goes, my name's Mizu.
Oh, nice Mizu you. Meeting you, Mizu. Thank you and goodbye. Call me.
Hurts me.
All right, and she will lead you out a side door that is readily available, and you are back in an alleyway.
She will sit down next. She'll walk down the alleyway a little bit and then just kind of sit down. Nailed it.
He did well. I was expecting, when can you start? Money!
When can you start money?
She
Right.
will like look back down the alleyway like, should she be walking home? What do I do at this particular point? Maybe I'll just sit here for a little bit. She kind of sits there for a little bit.
All right.
I want her to back up and be like, I'm business Miko.
Nice. All
Time to
right.
go home, get out of the suit, and be pleasure Miko.
Wow.
Just stand with the spirit of the scene.
She will send a message out to everybody.
Calculated.
Is everyone still alive?
All right. And speaking of which, Lotta, Zuri, and Amelia, you guys have arrived into the quarantine zone.
Oh, we're having an interview in quarantine zone.
Yep, you have a quarantine zone that is being guarded by various well-armed and various hazmat-wearing guards. They have seemed to have put like a little white tent over the area, which is complicated because it was a skyscraper involved.
I was about to say a little.
They printed that.
A big tent. Okay.
Alright, can you state your business?
Hi. Yes. We're here for a incident interview. I suppose it is.
Oh, okay. Well, let me get you in the right purple. And he takes his radio out.
They're being interviewed by Charlie Brown's mom.
What's he gonna say?
He's gonna get us to see the right people.
Oh, okay.
After a little bit, let me think for a second. What do I want this to be? I will say it's another candidate Vector comes up in a hazmat suit, but he doesn't look like he's a guard per se, and he starts waving you guys in.
Is it safe? Like, you're all in suits.
Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It's fine. I'm pretty sure it's fine. This is just overreaction. Don't worry. I was in something really. Don't shake my hand. And he will lead you into a little kind of encampment that they have set up, and he starts peeling off the hazmat suit. So, you guys are here for an interview. So, what's your work experience?
What? No. As in, my niece here was at the scene. She was supposed to be briefed questions or something.
Oh shit! Sorry, I thought you guys were here for something else. This is usually my day that I do job interviews, and we hired anyway. So shit. Your niece. Okay, what's your niece's name? On the spot.
Lily.
Lily.
No helping.
Yeah, I was in character.
No out of character helping.
Yeah. She's Lily.
All right. Yeah. One sec. Let me. He takes out his radio. He goes, "Yeah, Lily here for an interview."
They may actually have my name though. Winona DeSato. I spoke with someone yesterday.
And he's like, Winona Zato. And there's send Larry over and the other guys. Okay. And he's like, yeah, come in here and just sit down. And there's kind of like a little mess room, and you can see there's a lot of like bedraggled looking gentlemen in like progenitus uniforms just sitting there, just kind of staring lost into like their porridge. And they're like, it's supposed to make me feel better. It doesn't make me feel better. But they seem kind of dejected and lost in their eyes. It's like there was so much blood.
I've seen so much death.
Yeah, but they actually seem like they've been through a thing, and the one guy that is dealing with you actually has a bit of bandaging on his one right shoulder, and he goes, "So you were a witness?" And he looks over at Lily.
Like, yeah, did you guys see the ghosts?
Oh yeah, they well, I mean, it was kind of like a 6-foot angry thing with teeth and like knives, like metal shit. But anyway, like you saw it too.
Mm-hmm.
When did you see it?
Do you hear the voices too?
Am I in the interview yet?
No, you're not. You're just this is the guy that's killing time.
I'm like, I don't know if I should talk about it. Until I talk to the manager.
She's a bit nervous and shaken up by the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I can understand. It's not for the faint of heart. This kind of crazy shit. I mean, even some of our trained guys are a little wrecked up from it.
I was told it was a gas leak, and I thought she was being fanciful.
He makes a face and goes, "Yeah, I probably shouldn't talk about that."
I'm gonna stick to my role.
Like he knows it wasn't a fucking gas leak.
I'm sorry. It just sounds a bit crazy, you know. Ghosts.
One tried to drag me through a portal.
He kind of looks at you a little wide-eyed, and about then there's a kind of stout little white stoat that comes up behind Lotta. Oh, hello, Miss Winona. It's good to see you again.
Oh, hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, except for, the rapid deaths. But anyway, why don't you come with me? Which one of these is your lovely niece?
Okay, this is Lily, and she's going to put her hands on oh no, I've forgotten your real name.
LaChapa!
On Amelia's shoulders. She's the one you need to be talking to, and I hope it's okay. But her friend Dawn came along for a bit of support.
Oh,
Little
okay.
away from Zurich.
That was Dodd staying in the room too?
Yes, I was.
Okay, did you see anything, Dodd?
I think so. I'm not sure what I saw. It was very strange.
All right. Well, I have some really interested parties that would love to talk to all three of you really briefly. There's nothing totally official going on right now, but we do need to handle the issues with Lily and the unregistered firearm in the room.
Yeah,
That was a bit of a no-no, and I
yeah,
kind of got a little bit of local issues with that because we're not supposed to be having that because we're a good hotel or good apartment complex. We got to keep our bad weapons under locky. All right, but good news. They did breach into the first floor today, and we do have access to the vault, so we should get your gear mailed off to your new location.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Can
All
I-
right, but yep,
Can I have my gun back?
it will be mailed off to your new location
Oh, thank goodness.
if it was in the vault.
Oh. No, I mean the one that your guys took from me.
I'm afraid right now that's under evidence, but let's get through your interview really quick.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's do that.
All right, so he's gonna take Lana's hand and go walk Lana off somewhere to go have coffee, and he's actually gonna be pretty chill.
Yes, I'm just going to play the role of concerned aunt.
Like, all right, well, let's do the
Because
interview.
he's already
boy
kind of
detective.
engaged you for information, but Larry
Yeah.
is, Larry's kind of easy. There is a very kind of stern-looking goat and a very like wide-eyed looking what would be an interesting one?
Turtle.
It's
No.
no, there's no turtles in this game. I swear. There's no. We'll say Zuri, you're getting hauled off by a wide-eyed looking Manx looking cat, and Vector has got kind of a short little bobtail, and
Okay.
so she's gonna lead you off because she wasn't really expecting to do an interview, but she's gonna take you somewhere, and they're gonna seclude you guys into different areas.
I'm just like, I thought that somebody was going to be there for support.
Don't worry about it. I'm here to support you. We're just gonna talk everything through and make sure no one's, feeding you anything or, messing you up in any way. If you want, we can get one of our counselors to come talk with you.
That's going to be a hard
Do
no.
you feel violated in any way?
Well, they shot me with a pacifier and took my weapon when I was trying to defend myself against ghosts. So that
Okay,
is a
so
little
you're saying
violating. They did rob me.
All right. So now, who is they?
The police.
All right, and you said you're from Europa, is that right?
I'm sorry, what?
You're from Ganymede, is that right?
Venus.
You're from Venus?
Yeah.
All right, and you said the police violated you and shot you and took your gun.
Well, no, I said Who am I talking to?
This is the K9 that is just talking to you on his own now.
Okay, so I'm in the room in the interview now.
Yeah, you're in the interview now.
Okay. Like, I was trying to keep the door closed.
Why were you trying to keep the door closed?
Because I didn't want what was in there to come out.
And what was in there?
I don't know, some kind of ghost.
Okay, and why didn't you call security?
Because well, I mean, for I don't know. I was just really scared.
All right, and why did you have a gun?
For work purposes?
Oh no.
And
It's
what
gonna
do
start
you
falling
do for
apart
work?
Oh,
Oh.
I was, nothing yet. I'm from Venus.
Venus job.
Alright, and are you the one that shot the firearm?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And why did you shoot the firearm?
I was trying to shoot some kind of creature that was trying to drag me through a portal, which I didn't expect to be in the apartment because it was not listed.
That's not true.
I mean, to be fair, it didn't say no portals to monsters, but I figured that was probably standard.
Okay.
Should probably be listed like an allergy warning, you know.
Implied.
He frowns and he looks like he's not really jiving with what you're saying. And he goes, so
Like, Amelia is actually, like, shaking.
why is she shaking like angry or is she shaking like scared?
She's just kind of, like, just shaking a little. Not, like, angry.
Anxious.
Anxious, yes, thank you.
He's gonna frown a bit and goes, so you're telling me that you shot at a ghost that was trying to drag you through a portal?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you shot.
I mean, well, I wasn't gonna shoot just for no reason. Bullets are expensive.
He brings up a quick holo display. And he goes, so at the time of the gunfire going off, he goes, the alarms trigger in the hotel. And he goes, he kind of waves his hand and he shows the hallway and shows you running towards the room. How did you shoot your gun?
Shit, they've got the future cameras.
I don't see you with a gun here.
I'm from Venus.
It was in the room.
Yeah, but you weren't in the room when the gun was shot.
Oh no.
Did the
I can't see anything. It's metagaming. I wish I was there. Oh no.
did
Oh no, baby, no.
did you? But we know the things were in there, right?
We hear.
Yeah, but you arrived late though.
No, but the thing, we know that like everything went crazy, right? We're not gonna.
Yeah, we know everything went crazy.
We're
You know
not
that.
trying to pretend it didn't.
Yeah. No, he's just he is asking you. But
No,
you,
this is in character. I'm speaking.
yeah, in character, he goes, I believe something happened in that room, but I don't believe you were in there when it happened.
But
So I'm asking you, what happened? And why was your gun shot? And why are my men dead?
maybe it messed up the cameras, and it's a few, like the time's off.
He goes, I thought about that because we're actually for some reason somebody turned off the footage in your room, but
we didn't want.
Don't worry about this. Look, he goes, here's you running into the building, and he goes, look at the timestamp.
Well, what if that got messed?
You're
messed
running
up?
really anxiously towards the building. Like
Keep running with this on defense. They can't explain transcendence. You win.
I mean, But
I
how
see
did
you
this happen?
running. There's a lot of there's even street cameras showing you outside in the time before.
Fake news. Fake news.
I don't know.
We are seconds away from let me tell you about my mother.
Also, we are now bumping into one of the points why it's very hard to run illegal missions in HSD.
Or any ubiquitous technology setting, honestly. It's
Yeah.
just kind of a thing with sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you,
See, unfortunately, the hallway cameras eventually give out sometime after you open the door. But there were other people in there already. So what happened? And can you tell me why my people had to die?
Just start demanding a mulligan on this interview.
because that's just how it be on this pitch of an Earth.
Right.
Mars, not Earth. Mars.
Like, hey, I don't know. I don't understand what happened.
He frowns.
Like, but if I told them not to open the door. And if they didn't, then, I tried to stop them, and they shot me with a purge wave, and took my only way to defend myself. Which I don't know why that's not something anybody's talking about. That seems pretty crappy to me.
He chuffs a bit and he goes, I mean, if you were standing in the hallway ranting and holding a weapon and there was weapons discharged, the first thing they would do is take away the weapon you're not supposed to have in the building. Why wasn't it checked in?
I didn't know I was supposed to.
Everyone else in your group checked in weapons, it seems. I believe you even checked in some gear, but you did not check in that weapon.
It slipped my mind.
That's an awful large weapon to be slipping your mind.
I mean, not where I'm from. Like, I mean, everybody's got one, because the wilds are dangerous
Out on the
and
range.
uncivilized. You know?
You can see there's like a slight twitch when you say that. Listen, why don't you stay here, and I'll bring your aunt back in a moment. All right?
Like, okay.
Just hang out here. You want a coffee? That'd be good. Water, coffee.
Do you have any vodka?
No, sorry, we don't hand out alcohol.
Well, that's fucking lame. Okay. Coffee. Give me some coffee.
Alright, and he'll go over to a nearby printer and get you some coffee, and
It's delicious.
leave you in the room.
But is
Sorry.
it round?
The
Yes.
sweet little cat vector is going to lead you into a room.
I think my interview might have gone better.
Did he
Somehow.
real quick question. Did he leave me in a room with a print?
It has a little printer for food stuff.
Will it print alcohol?
You would have to try to force it because they don't want people getting drunk at work. And I don't know if you can.
I do not have those skills.
Yeah, I don't think you have those skills. I'm just thinking
That's
you'll
not
end
gonna
up with a lot of coffee. Is basically what's gonna happen.
Inappropriately, you cannot pay those bills either, so...
Yeah. Zuri, you led into a room by this little lynx and or cat, and she sits you down and she smiles and goes, "So I understand you were staying in the room.
Yes.
You were there when it happened, right?
I'm not sure what happened, but yeah, I
So
guess
your friend shot a gun? Is that what happened?
it surprised me too. I didn't know she had it.
And her name was Dilly, right?
Lily.
Lily. Okay, and um, so Lily shot a gun that she was. Why didn't she check it in?
I I think it's she's from a what how do you say rural area on Venus, and it's the apparently it's just normal to have a gun on you all the time there.
It's a very high caliber gun, though, to be packing around. I mean, looking at it, I think you checked in weapons, and several other members of your group. I think there was like 6 or 7 of you staying in that one room,
Yes.
and they all checked in weapons. Some of you checked in armor, and even she seemed to have checked in some gear. Nothing very violent though. It seems like she didn't check in any of her weapons. But what I'm concerned with is, why did she leave her weapon in the room?
Uh, I I couldn't tell you. I mean,
Okay.
like you said, it was a big weapon. They didn't want to carry it around. They
All right. And so, did you shoot her gun?
no. I don't just. I don't I try to use guns as little as possible. I have one, yes, but it's dangerous.
So you didn't shoot the gun in the room.
Well, no, she did.
Okay. And you were there and saw her do it?
Yes.
Okay. She's kind of gonna look down a little bit and go, I'm afraid that doesn't quite check out with what I have.
Um. Well, if I may ask, what do you have?
She goes, "What you see here? This is when the alarm goes off, and we got alerted that the gunfire went off. And I think you could confirm that time, right? This is when our guys start rushing up.
Uh, I wasn't looking at the clock at the moment, but that
Well,
seems right. Yeah.
we have audio that gets picked up from various cameras in the hallways from the gun going off, and then we have the alarm. And then, as you can see here, Amelia is breaching into the building and going upstairs about this time. That means the gun was already fired before she was there. Or not
That-
Amelia, Lily.
Yeah. That can't be. that can't be right. Are you sure that all the timestamps are right?
Well, I'm fairly sure we can corroborate it from various different sources, even her running down the street from those cameras. The other problem is I see that in the hallway here, she opens up the door and starts trying to, it seems like, pull you or somebody else. And I don't see a gun in her hands.
It was, yeah. There was. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what I saw in there. I had never experienced anything like that before, but it did look like there were things in there, and they had grabbed some of us and were trying to pull them in, and it was all very confusing.
It does seem like there's definitely something in there, but I'm just, I just want you to be honest with me. Did Lily shoot the gun?
Yes.
And she frowns. Give me a deception difficulty 3.
Okay.
It's communication.
Oh yeah, sorry, communication.
Oh,
I've
good.
read all
I'm. Oh, nice. I'm not good at that.
Nice.
Uh,
Just keep in mind, you might need your points for other things. This is the beginning of 24 hours.
I'm guessing that's community exert.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that either. Difficulty 3, you say?
Yeah.
Wait, do I have that right? Yes, I have that right. So that's 2d6 plus nothing, and I have a fault in that.
Harden the cards.
Oh.
Heart of the cards.
Yeah. Good luck. Something bad happens.
Oh.
Okay.
You ain't salvaging that.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's bad.
That is not going to
That is a
happen.
tough one.
Quick, hack her.
Don't you have signal spin? I thought you did.
Well, unless I'm mistaken, Signal Spin is now a piece of software, which I do have. I did buy some software.
You gotta stop getting them beating you over the head with this video recording that you can abruptly change.
Yeah, but I would need to hack into their systems first for that.
Get to work.
Also, it's kind of one of those things of literally seeing it at the same time. Shit! You know?
But you can be subtle with it. Get into the system and don't alter much. Just make her flicker a bit as she's walking down the street, as if it's been tampered
It
with.
has to appear broken. That's all.
But yeah, getting into that system in this time might be a bit tricky.
She frowns and puts a hand on yours really quick and goes, "Is somebody threatening you?"
At this point, it's almost a good idea to say yes.
Yeah.
No, not threatening.
All right. Well, I'm gonna ask you to just go ahead and stay here for a little bit. I'm gonna get you some coffee.
Feeling so much better about my
and,
interview.
You definitely had the best interview so far.
Yeah, I kind of wish I'd gone with you now. I feel like Auntie Winona's gonna have to try and salvage some shit here.
Alright, go ahead and she's gonna get you some coffee and just go ahead and enjoy that. She's gonna print you out some cog coffee
Mm-hmm.
and give you a shy little wave as she goes out the door. You drink the coffee?
Yeah.
It's Progenitus coffee. Don't drink it.
All right, give me a resolve save, difficulty 3.
The fuck? Okay.
They're drugging the shit out of you. I couldn't do it to Amelia. Amelia's freaking implant stops it. That's why Amelia doesn't get a fucking resolve save for all that coffee she's drinking.
Yeah. she's drinking a lot of it too.
Do shit to you.
Okay, well, at least this I'm good at, because weaker of the two mind stats. My mind stats are those 3, and I have a simplify on resolve saves.
Nice.
Where did my window go? There it is. So, that should be...
We have ways of making you talk.
10 and...
Which is not, standard fare for a hotel, but,
Well, this isn't just hotel managing.
Well, if I roll that, then yeah, no, never mind.
Yay, Tygon roll!
Yay, Tygon roll! Alright, you feel really chill. Like, super chill. This coffee, some good coffee. I mean, you might want to drink more of this coffee.
Dude!
Dude! You feel like you could trust the world right now. You just want to blubber into the next person you see's shoulder and tell them everything about your horrible life right now. It is bad. Your life sucks. All right, Lotta.
Hi.
Meanwhile, you've been sat down for a bit of coffee with your little weasel friend.
Mhm.
So, are you single?
Yeah. Right now I am. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I know a couple people that might be interested. If you're, into that, like, could get you some numbers.
Well, I wouldn't mind a bit of casual meeting.
You seem
It's
like
hard not knowing people around here.
you seem like you're new to the area. I feel like you would really benefit from getting out. There's just so many people you can get to know. And he kind of looks down and he goes, "Would you like some coffee?"
This isn't unfair asking me this now that I know what's in it. I will say yes to the coffee.
Okay,
Yeah,
he
coffee would be
goes
nice.
over and gets you a nice big cup of coffee and gets himself a cup of coffee. I just feel like there's so much we could do, just talking everything out. It's really a shame that your poor little niece. What was her name?
Lily?
Lily. Yeah, it's just a shame that she's just so messed up and has to pack that gun around with her everywhere and never keep her
I
coffee
really don't
shop.
know what she's so paranoid about.
Alright, and he's gonna. So like.
People drinking her coffee.
What brings you to Venus or to Mars from Venus? Do you looking for work or?
Honestly, I was hoping to lead a bit more of a adventurous life myself, but after this, I'm not sure I'm cut out for it.
Oh, he takes a big swig of his coffee.
Can
I
I
can
make a roll
understand
to
that.
see if C would be sensible enough not to drink this?
You can give me a logic roll.
Yeah.
Difficulty 2, maybe.
Okay.
I
Let's go
mean,
with that.
it is progenitus. You might be familiar. You might be suspicious.
Yeah.
I don't know from
Yeah.
your history.
Where's my? Oh, ho, ho. Okay. Uh, uh, 10 plus nada. I'm gonna re-roll that too. Yay! Okay, she mimes.
All right, you mimes.
Mm-hmm.
So, what about the rest of your party? Where are they at?
Oh, exploring the town. It's all new to them.
Surprised how many blips you guys have in your group. That's a high number.
I know, but I suppose, I mean, if you're created to be something special in life, the whole idea of let's form up a little merc corp or something kind of becomes appealing,
Are you guys interested in forming a merc corp?
I mean, I thought I was.
Okay. He smiles and he goes, "Well, I just appreciate the fact that you've been fully honest with me about everything that's been going on."
Oh, you seem nice.
I am
I
pretty
can only
nice.
be.
He's like pretty full of himself.
Yeah.
And about this time, your phone goes boop wing, and everybody else's phone goes boop wing. And it's a picture of Stefan, and he's trying to look like a badass, like in front of a fountain. He's like got a little scarf waving in the wind.
I was
Wow.
imagining him doing that thing where you put your arm across your chest with a peace sign and you look over the peace sign.
Nice.
I mean, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can say because I wasn't there myself. But I don't know.
Oh yes, I understand you weren't there at all.
No. Can I ask, how much trouble is she in? Like, really?
Well, he kind of looks down at his cup and swirls it around a bit. Actually, quite a bit. Seems like she might be lying to law enforcement.
Oh no. I mean, is it about this whole ghost nonsense she keeps saying? Because you told me it was a gas leak, but she keeps saying it was a ghost. It was a ghost. Like she's trying
Oh
to avoid
no, we were just saying
responsibility.
we just saying it's a gas leak to keep the public calm. It was actually quite a bit more going on in your room. The point of origin seems to have been in your room, which causes us a lot of concern because you guys did turn off your cameras
Well, I
inside
mean,
the room, and it seemed like some of your party wasn't quite willing to check their more dangerous baggage, I think that your niece may have brought a bioprobe
Bioprobe?
or some sort of TCI material. Yeah, it's very shaky grounds. Or it may have been one of your other roommates that was staying with you. It is awful strange to have that many people staying in a room.
Hmm. She looks thoughtful.
But a good coffee, right? He takes another swig.
This is not really my taste. I'm more of a tea person.
Oh, I could get you some tea if you prefer.
Oh, sure, that'd be lovely.
He'll go over and make you
What are the
some tea.
surroundings like right now?
You're actually in kind of one of those little outdoory tent things near the cafeteria.
Look,
Yeah,
it's just
uh,
like,
He
why don't
actually
you drop
doesn't
this
have
act
you-
like you dropped
he-
your
he-
accent?
He doesn't have you like in one of the like set up little rooms like he did everybody else, so they're actually in a lockdown room. You're actually just kind of in a very casual thing, like he was just socializing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how. Street's kind of right. I'm just trying to figure out how long Lotta's going to keep up this act.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to feel very. Everything's closing in.
Yeah. About now, Zuri, the little lynx is gonna come back in and sit down and go. So Zuri, have you had time to think about my questions? Can you tell me a bit more?
This is really good coffee.
Oh, it is the best coffee. We make the best coffee. I mean, I know people say round coffee, but you can't beat Progenitus brew. So, what can you tell me about what happened in the room?
I guess I have to tell her the truth.
Yep, so tell me the truth. From Zuri's perspective.
Oh. Well,
Sam is getting her recap somehow.
I am getting my recap.
Well, we got back there. You know, me and Miko.
But you and Miko, and that was one of the blips.
Yeah, the four-legged one with the pretty lights.
Oh, okay. And what was in the room?
Well, we left Coco there, and
Who's Coco?
the chameleon who was with us.
Okay, you had a chameleon with you as well. Yeah, I think we saw her on the footage.
Yeah,
Okay.
her. And I don't know what she did, but there were all sorts of other weird things like portals and I think there were like these creatures there. We couldn't see them at first, but they did show up on camera. That was interesting.
Okay.
And they tried to grab us, or at least they grabbed Miko, and tried to pull her into the portals, and I pulled her back out. She actually went in a little. It looked really strange. And oh right, Miko went in to grab. I'm guessing she would use the real names now, right? As a out of character question.
What'd you say again? Sorry.
I'm guessing Zuri would use the real name, not the cover names.
Yeah, you'd probably use the real names because you're
Okay,
honest
just
tell right now. And she's just kind of casually like tapping things out on a pad and
just wanted to say right. I forgot. Miko went in and grabbed Amelia's gun because Amelia had left it in her room and asked us to get it out. And then I don't remember exactly what happened when, but then Miko used Amelia's gun to shoot Coco. It was a really good shot too, hit her right in the head.
Oh my god.
So
And
she
then
shot one of your teammates in the head?
Coco wasn't really a teammate. We found her. You know, down below.
She wasn't someone we knew. She was just a drifter.
Drifter dies.
Oh, you guys burned like
Her eyes
hell.
have actually gotten a bit wide at this, and you can tell she's like looking over like at the wall Like, are you getting this?
Oh, we found her down, in the underground, and I don't actually know where she comes from. Miko said she pulled her out of a portal,
So
and after Miko shot her, Coco kind of dissolved.
that had to be very traumatic.
It was very weird, and it was also sad. I like Coco. She was nice, a little helpless, was like a small child. She didn't know anything, but I liked her. I thought she was nice.
Even though, you're only slightly aware of the horrified look on this Lynx's face, but because the coffee just makes you feel so good, and the more you talk, the more you feel good about yourself. Like this is a
Just let it all out. Just let it all out.
Burdening.
This is a healing time. This is it's making you feel better for just spewing your guts.
It feels so good to share.
So why were you in the down below? Were you on a mission down there? Were you on a contract?
I was actually hiding. But then we kind of got together. We met each other and stuck together, for defense. There were a lot of nasty people down there.
Oh, so you're from down there? Does that mean that Lily's not from Venus?
No, she's from. I'm actually from up here originally. Lily is actually. Amelia is actually from down there. Yes.
Oh God.
Oh, okay, and the same goes for Wynonna? Is she
Who?
from up here? Wynonna?
Oh, Lotta. I'm actually not sure. I haven't known her that long. We met her down there. I think she was from somewhere up here too.
Oh, okay, and so you were living down there, and what prompted you to come up here? I mean, how long have you been up here?
How long has it been? 2 days?
It's been 2 days. Now, did anyone from the IRPF help you?
I actually don't know. I didn't talk to them. I don't know who it was who helped us.
Okay. Well, that's been very helpful. Thank you so much, Zuri. Why don't you just hang out here and have some more of your coffee, and we're gonna be dealing with you very soon. It's gonna be okay, Zuri. It's gonna be okay.
Okay.
Just relax. Just relax.
Yeah. I'll have some more of this coffee. This is really good coffee.
Yeah, the dog, meanwhile, the Canidae is going to come back in to see Amelia, and he sits down and he goes, so you have anything else to tell me?
I'm so sorry, guys.
I thought all week about how this could go south, and no part of me considered what if they use some kind of drugs. How much...
Oh, come on! It's fucking Progenitus!
Yeah. I know. I was not required, or I was not prepared for how big this explosion could be.
Quick, scream because he lied and he didn't bring me like he said he would.
I feel
violated.
I feel like I'm watching Zarbamba.
I would like to say props to me for doing an appropriate Progenitus interview.
I'm really pleased with Tygon for just really sticking to the line.
Yeah, no, that's great.
I actually will.
I'm as amused as I am horrified.
But also we're not friends anymore. I'm just kidding.
There is nowhere for this to go but up. I mean, I don't know what you guys
I
worried
realize I probably have to correct.
Okay. Sorry. He came in and said what?
Yeah, he sat down and he goes, "So you have anything else you want to tell me?" He's looking you in the eye like he's like looking for something.
I'm gonna sit down.
And he's noticing a lot of empty cups, and he's looking really.
Should be hearing stuff by now.
I don't know why the.
He frowns and he goes, "Do you have a lot of implants?"
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I got this mess going on. I just gotta hold my hands
Had-
up. That's not an implant, though. I was born like this. My stupid dad was a dumb iguana.
He shrugs and goes, I mean, you can't pick your dads. Racist overtones of lizard people. But anyway,
This is where the pretty princess, commercial comes in. As a matter of fact, you can pick your dads.
You can't pick your dads, but your dads can pick you.
He's gonna frown and go, "No, I mean, did you come in contact with any, strange injections or weird little parasites or anything like that?"
I'm from Venus. I just kind of like shrug and smile.
Right. Thank you for your time. We really appreciate it. Unfortunately, we're gonna need to hold you here for just a bit longer. We've had a couple concerning things come up that we need to check on.
Well, hold on. What kind of concerning things?
He looks briefly down at his toggle and he goes, "Well, Amelia, it sounds like you're not from Venus."
I mean, I said I was. I just kind of smile nervously.
What can you tell me about Coco?
Amelia,
Why did you kill
just looks
Coco?
terrified.
Why did your group kill Coco?
Coco was a fell beast.
Because we were trying to make the portal stop.
He nods.
I don't know how she was doing it. I don't even know what she was.
All right. Well,
I thought she was just some homeless idiot. We were trying to help her. But she was something else.
and you shot Coco.
If I did, will anybody else get in trouble?
It doesn't change if you shot Coco or not.
Yeah, I did.
All right, give me a communication difficulty 3.
This is my worst thing.
I know.
This is where
Why
everybody
Why am I
pays for that.
separated out?
I have a fault.
All
Did you
right.
say difficulty 3?
Yep, difficulty 3.
Okay, so that's 2d6 for me, right?
Yeah. How many bonuses you got? Oh,
Not that many.
Let's do.
all right. He frowns and he goes,
Oh wait. No, hold on. I have a fault, not a complication. So one of those should have been a
D8.
but
all
whatever.
right, reroll one of them as a D8.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, here's the easy part. They're both 2, so.
And
Nice.
And you rolled up a 2.
Yeah.
So it's really one of those situations where the dice don't lie.
Well, hold on. Let me think for a second on which one I want to replace.
So he puts his hands down on the table, picks himself up, and shakes his head. And he goes, "You shouldn't keep lying to me, kid." And he slams the door behind him. And Lotta, you get there's like a little ping that goes off from the toggle that is being held by your dear little weasel guy. Oh, I'm afraid that we're gonna have to keep your and he air quotes niece and her friend. Um,
Oh,
apparently one of them just confessed to the murder of someone named Coco.
what? Really?
Yeah, apparently they killed they were involved in
Oh
the murder
no.
of a vagrant.
Okay.
Also,
Can I speak to the commander dude, the gruff wolf man?
yeah, you can do that, Lotta. Would be
Oh,
fine.
that's a shame. She's gonna pull a gun on him.
You gonna pull a gun on him?
Yeah.
He looks suddenly distressed.
I guess it's gonna come down to making a whole lot of noise now.
Yeah. So she's gonna push right up against him with it.
Mhm.
Okay. Please take me. You keep making that noise and you die. Please take me to my niece.
He looks around. He goes, "There's guards everywhere. If we go out, they're gonna see you hold a knife at me anyway, or gun at me anyway."
Oh, we'll just go arm in arm like true buddies, and she's going to sling an arm around him, slip it under the back of his jacket, coat, whatever he's got.
All right, and
And I'm going to be so sad about my daughter being niece being arrested. It's so hard to keep these eyes straight.
my niece. All right, so you slip your arm around. Give me a stealth check. We'll say difficulty 2 on this.
Okie dokie.
Because I don't think he's really wanting to be a party of letting you.
No, I would not imagine so. I will. Fuck it. I don't care about this being stealthy. Let's go.
All right, so you kind of start marching him through camp, and you see suddenly there's a lot of attention as you are kind of marching him, and there's actually a lot of guards at the 2 kind of solid buildings that have been kind of haphazardly printed up.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of just looking at
you.
you.
About the guards been printed up. I'm like, that's impressive.
Excuse me, guards. Where's your man in charge?
They look amongst each other and go.
The person that was interviewing the girl in one of those buildings.
The canine guy kind of steps out amongst the crowd and he goes, "You can drop your gun."
First, I need to ask, who do you represent?
I represent Progenitus.
Direct Progenitus?
Group.
Are you Progenitus Security or a hired cop?
Progenitus Security.
Okay. Now, I'm not gonna...
I see here that you have one of my fine corpse representatives at gunpoint. I would ask you calmly to please lower your weapon.
Can't quite yet, but I am not going to pull the trigger. I need to have a few words first.
He gives kind of a forced smile, and he goes, "I'm listening."
So, you've probably figured out this is all a mess of lies, yeah?
He's just listening.
You do, and I hope you realize something transcendent happened in that hotel room. It very much did. That we've been trying to cover ourselves because, frankly, we're terrified that this new Guaya Corp is going to find us. Because we have made a very big enemy in its leader, JD, who's, he's got a big plot going. And, this is tricky. I'd rather not hurt a corp that, frankly, should be on our side. You fine fellows, but I need to get my people out here. So, not entirely sure how we go forward here.
He kind of looks around, and there's actually quite a few guards at this point because they actually had a lot of people ready to fighting this area. And he goes, "I think the first thing we can do is you can put your gun down, ma'am." Because sounds like to me the biggest problem we're having here is communication, and there's a lot of lies and deceit that I don't really appreciate with this investigation of why I've lost so many good fellows in the last 24
Well,
hours. You
in
can
that case,
understand.
yeah,
I
I
also
can
don't
understand.
like my folks getting hurt. And I have no intention of hurting yours right now, but you look awful keen on mine. So,
She's gonna frown a bit before nodding, going, yeah, I've lost a lot of people over this past week, so I understand how you feel. You know what? Sure. I'm gonna put the best foot forward. And she's gonna let go of the dude and drop a gun.
he makes a motion, and the guards that had been ready to pull guns or were already leveling guns, he makes them lower them, and and poor old it's Lester, wasn't it? It's Lester.
Something like that.
That's Lester, I think his name was. You double check my notes before I go writing off. Right? No, Larry. It was Larry. Yeah, Larry is full on sniveling, and he pulls away and just starts running away in the crowd. He's traumatized.
I'm not inviting you to the singles mixer.
And the kind of bigger canine that had been talking to Amelia comes in a bit closer and goes, why don't the three of us have a nice, or four of us have a nice little sit down, and we could just chew the fat a little bit more openly, if you don't mind.
Can we do this outside of reach of Gaia's? How much? Do they have any security here?
This is completely a progenitus operation, and I get to keep it a progenitus operation as long as I can explain away what happened here. Now you understand, I don't want some TTI corp telling my people how to be secure.
Yeah, I very much understand that.
And if I can't do my job, I'm gonna have to let them. It seems like you don't like Gaia any more than I do.
Okay, let's have a talk. I'm in your care.
He motions, and somebody brings out a very loopy, wheelie, mobily, Zuri, and he leads you back into the room with Amelia.
I imagine some god has picked up my gun.
Yeah, a guard has picked up your gun.
Yeah.
And Zuri, you have been relieved of any small arms you would have had
Lada
on the
takes
way.
note that it is, again, Zuri who has shot the party in the back.
Question. Question.
Oh.
Are they searching me?
They will give you a pat down.
Okay, when they move to actually indicate a pat down, she will actually point out to them where to find her various grenades and such.
Alright, they will happily take those from you for concerns of small space and explosions.
Yes.
It's like explain. Now I want you to understand what you see here. This wasn't all brought in preparation for this event. I just tend to walk around with 8 grenades.
After you complied so willingly, though, you will see that the guy that going in with you actually takes off his small arm and hands it off to another guard, so he doesn't take a weapon in with him.
She will go sit down in there, looking at Suri a bit oddly.
Zuri is, man, Zuri, this air is good.
I'm guessing I was right not to drink the coffee.
There's a lot of coffee cups in here, and a very agitated-looking Amelia, I think.
And Zuri reaching for them eagerly.
You should. The coffee is great.
I think I'll pass.
He smirks a bit, looking at Zuri, and looks at the rest of you.
Am
So,
I in there?
yeah, you're in there. They went into your room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he comes back in, and he's got Zuri, who's very loopy, and being helped in, and he's also got Lada. He goes, so, one last time. And keep in mind here, Giggles wants to tell us everything, but I'd like you guys to do it on your own. Tell me what happened in that room.
Well, I wasn't there, but media, full truth. Best as you can.
I think this is like
Amelia slaps the table. It's the fucking ghosts!
They took my gun and they shot me with a birdway.
Amelia's eyes like snap up as she has just now caught that they're using her real name.
Didn't quite catch it the last time.
Yeah. And it's like full truth.
Full truth, all of it.
It all started 18 years ago when I.
Like, okay. So, our friend, okay. The truth is, we found this chick, Coco, down below. And they wanted to help her. And I wanted to leave her, but nobody listened to me.
Yeah, there's good instincts there. Mind you, this was after a massive transcendent event down there.
Yeah, when a whole goddamn neighborhood turned into a monster.
Did Progenitus Forces get a feed on that? The great big mass of flesh?
It was
Yeah,
creepy.
we got the we got some information on the terrorist activities down there. Yeah.
So
Terror.
we brought her up with us when we got out.
She was so nice.
She was like a kid, you know.
Yeah, like I said.
She was like a kid, and they wanted to help her, and I don't know. Maybe I did too. It doesn't matter. But she turned real hard. And I don't know what she was doing, but it was just opening up the world and letting these things
Shouldn't
in.
have left her alone. I feel bad about that.
Just like, can I have your coffee?
Oh, sure, here is great.
He offers
drinking
you
it.
another cup off the printer, and he looks
Yeah, I was
over
taking
at
her
Lana and he
coffee.
goes, "Would you like a cup?"
I think I'll pass, thank you.
I'm taking like her coffee and drinking it.
Yeah.
And then slowly looking more and more disappointed. It's like
it's apparently something that Zuri's getting a lot out of that you're not.
Just like I'm just assuming it's tuned for a cog.
Mm-hmm.
Like and the only way that we could think to stop it was to shoot her.
I gotta admit, it was a really good shot.
And it wasn't Amy here, it was another party member.
Yeah.
Who's not here?
But,
Who's not here?
I mean, you're screws, you know it doesn't matter who really.
These ain't quite IRPF, Amy.
It doesn't matter.
He frowns. He goes, "It matters for my investigation who did it." So.
Okay, well, I shot my pistol at the thing that was trying to pull me into a hole, but I didn't hit it.
Okay.
But she didn't. I don't know if she died or what, but she just kind of came apart into something that. Who even cares? What difference does it make? You fucking killed thousands of us. What is one more?
He furrows his brow, and he looks over at the rest of you, and he goes, "So seems like I have a bit of an issue here."
You should have some coffee. That helps.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. He's getting a little bit more southern as he goes on.
He's getting closer and closer to Texas.
He's getting a little bit more close to Texas.
Eventually, he's going to be a half orc. What made a pack?
What made a pack, yo? With some creature.
As long as he hangs around in McCree area, he's safe. When he starts becoming the engineer from TF2, we're all fucked.
Alright, so he frowns a bit. He goes, "Sounds like you folks went through quite a bit. in that down below area. Now, I'm assuming you weren't involved in any attacks that were going on up here.
No, and we know exactly
Bit of
who's
a
responsible
stretch.
for most of the stress up here.
Who was that son of a
Can't
bitch,
prove
JD?
it, but we know it.
Yeah, can't quite prove it. Got some mild indicators that are in hands of some ex-IRPF right now, but
I had some pretty reliable dreams, though.
So you have had dealings with the IRPF.
after the fact, yes. Once Gaia, how the fuck do you pronounce it?
Fire.
Gaia kicked them out. Made some, got in contact with some old pseudo.
He smiles
contacts.
at Lana and he looks over at Zuri and goes, "Is that true, Zuri? You only met with the IRPF after everything?"
Let me think. Yeah, I don't think we actually met them while we were down there. We helped them get Aaron out. Well, and not directly, but
Aaron went to the kid went to the progenitors drop off.
I thought he would. I thought the
Oh no, yeah, Aaron, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, you know,
Oh, you folks are involved in that little blip child getting out.
Yeah.
yeah. Do you know the Seraphs down below? Or know of them?
Yeah, they were one of the little projects the IRPF was awful proud of. They thought that something would come of that someday.
I was one of them.
Paid off.
We delivered the kid.
Okay. Alright.
That's one good thing they did.
Among the many other good things which will remain unnamed.
He nods and he goes, "So, the way I see it, you claim that you know something that you can't prove right now, right? And it sounds like it puts Geyer in an awful bad light. Would that be right?"
Oh, yes.
He looks over at Zuri. Because he
Well,
knows Zuri's completely susceptible right now. This is like the perfect person to hit up, right?
Well, yeah. I mean that explosion, that was them.
Oh, but you just can't prove it, right?
Nope. I mean, yeah, I can't prove that. Bad wording. Sorry.
Frankly, we weren't worried about proof. We were just going to kill the head.
Well. And he looks.
JD's a really bad person. He ran one of the gangsters.
He looks over at the wall for a moment and walks up and gives it a like an elbow. And there's a boop boop, and the light kind of dims on the wall for a second. And he comes back to his chair and sits down. I fucking hate JD.
Like the incredible hard anger in Amelia's face just kind of shifts a little, and she just kind of looks up at his face for the first time.
Do you know how many of my people have died or gone missing under mysterious circumstances with Geyer? And it's always been that mysterious group down below that's always doing it. But it's funny how it's always my real good folks that suddenly take a bullet in the back of the head mysteriously.
This isn't fair. You guys are having the better interview now.
I can guess it's more than you care to count.
I hate that fucking shit.
Well, if my experience down there are anything to go by, they were lucky to get a bullet in the back of the head. I got a plug that put something in me.
He has this look like he puts his finger up, mouth opens briefly, like he wants to follow up on what's going on. But that would mean a whole lot of things.
Just the southern accent phrasing. Boom.
Some fucked up hookup tried to brainwash her or something. No, she's got a lot of voices in there.
Yeah, trust me. If all they got was a bullet in the head, they got real lucky.
Yeah, like I said, the fucker's been doing shit to my people, and I can't prove it. And now that all the IRPF's gone, I ain't got anybody to watch my back. I'm pretty sure he's after my job next.
You get me in a room with them alone, and your problems will be solved.
I'll get you in a room with them alone. There's gonna be a lot of unnecessary questions about why I didn't lock you up today. So.
That's not my problem.
Well,
It would actually technically be your problem because I don't know how you're getting back out of that room. And I
I just like shrug. I'm just like, I
Uh,
think we both know that as soon as you're done with us, we're gonna disappear anyway.
man, you're sour as hell. What the hell they raise you on down there? Vinegar and acid?
she rightfully doesn't have much trust for people, but I mean, frankly,
Also,
I
don't appreciate that little trip about Venus. You do know I come from there, right?
I don't know who or what Venus is.
Oh, that's almost kind of adorable. All right.
yeah, that was my bad. I do
That can
apologize.
be so cute.
You know how much shit I've been getting from goddamn Larry for the last 24 hours about some goddamn Venus hillbilly?
No, I don't know who Larry is. I don't know what Venus is. I've been in this fucking sewer you people live on top of my whole life.
She doesn't even know how to properly put on that.
They have to help
to,
me.
to be fair, I don't know how to put something like that on. But
Oh, also, I want to point out, like, I was lying a bunch, and I think about this. That desk is just probably like got burnt fingerprints in it.
yeah, there's some serious melting that's been going on. And he goes, it's clear to me you folks have had some interaction with some various different products that I could only assume are related to TTI.
Oh, heck yeah.
So, and being as he's one of the probably more prevalent TTI corps in town, brings a little bit of suspicion to them. But see, if I were to have to lock you up because you were unnecessarily shooting off firearms that you weren't supposed to have in your room,
There was a monster.
that you weren't supposed to have in your room, and that you might have somehow brought some unregistered TTI weapons along with you, then that would cause me a lot of problems for hiring you as a merc group.
So how do you want to play it?
I think that we are going to go on the assumption that you feel you may have been targeted by some sort of extremist group. They sent you a package that exploded, sounding much like a gun. And unfortunately, one of your group died opening it. It
Oh,
led
you're
to
way
the
better at this than
event,
we are.
and we will have a movement from there. But if you try to run, if you try to cross me, the truth will come out, and I will hunt you down. Or whoever takes my place will probably hunt you down worse. He says, we don't want JD taking my place right now. So, get your shit together. You're going to be working for me. I've got some jobs I'll probably put you on. I want you to get close. I want you to figure out what JD's up to. I want you to get him for me. For my guys. Maybe for yourselves.
Yes, back and forth threats. Yada yada. Don't do that. Don't do this. If you can get us close to him, we'll do whatever you need.
Yeah,
One of the people in my head would appreciate it.
I think I have a lot of concern about what's going on up there.
Yeah, could your docs take a look at her? She's concerning for us as well.
I'm a bit worried too. It's wow, yeah. Getting really tricky to keep them in line, and
I
You
mean,
know,
which
bit of
one
concussion from the blast.
is going to be a bit of a problem, but I mean, we can look at her.
Hmm.
I mean, do you want to sign some consent forms on her behalf since you're their great auntie?
Yeah,
He
sure.
does that big smile.
Why not?
I need you to do one other little trinket of a job for me, though. We're
And
going
what's
to
that?
make this official. I want you to bring the rest of them in.
The rest of who?
You know who. You're going to be a gang. You're going to function like one under my surveillance. I want to see who I'm working with, and I want their consent.
I legitimately don't know what you're talking about.
oh, he means Miko and Stefan.
He points vaguely over at what Zuri just said. Those two, bring me them.
You want all the people in my head too? Because that could be tricky.
Oh, I feel like we're gonna take a magnet over part of that because it sounds like you got some problems here.
Like, I'm only going along with this because I don't see any other way forward.
There's the tricks. Yep.
Alright.
Okay.
It's like, I don't like cops.
If
and
it
I
makes you
don't
feel any
trust
better,
you.
my dear, I'm pretty sure most cops don't like you either. Feel like it's a mutual relationship.
I mean, technically, he's not a cop.
Ow!
It's like, no, literally he is.
Hmm.
But
Alright, well, I'm gonna give you folks a couple minutes. Make your powwow. And get back to me.
I don't really think there's much to powwow, is there?
Now you need to get a hold of your playmates. And he will excuse himself from your guys' little
I'm
lockdown tent.
Amelia's actually getting up and like kind of like gently taking his arm.
Hey, what?
She's like, I wasn't done. Just
Sounds
like
you
leaning
were.
real close to him. And just like, I do. Or it's like, I can do real good work for you. But if you're planning this thing, us getting our friends here, because you plan to screw us, then I highly suggest you put a bullet in my head first.
Oh, how cute you are, threatening me when you're backed into a corner. Get a hold of your friends. And he walks out.
It's just her way of saying that she likes.
Alright, and you guys are left to yourselves.
As soon as the door closed, I'm turning around, I'm like, fuck
Which,
this,
by the
give me
way,
a grenade.
Miko could have sent at this point a I got the job if she wants to.
But I didn't get the job. They were gonna call me back.
Oh, yeah.
Lola's looking at Amelia, pulling out a toggle case.
I'm just turning around
Message
immediately.
from
Just
Miko.
like,
Interview went great. How are you doing?
just turn around like, fuck this, give me a grenade. I'm like pulling my gun out.
I'm afraid I don't have any on me. Buzz, both putting them both on the line.
Huh?
Hey,
Oh, how did the
Miko,
interview go?
Stefan.
It's a party line!
Terribly, they know everything. Big dude here.
They
Pretty
have
much wants us
really
under
good coffee here.
Suri's drugged. Big dude here wants us under his thumb.
Oh my god, did you drink the punch?
To
Oh, they
take
have
down...
punch too awesome! Where?
I mean, gag Suri.
I was kind of just like, real gently put my hand over her mouth, just like,
Shh,
okay, huh?
hush now.
Yeah, Stefan, this is important for you as well. They want us to bring the rest of you in, so we can all happily coexist and work together to bring down JD.
Oh.
So,
Well, that's, I guess, fortuitous. Weren't you trying to do that anyway?
not sure I trust it still.
Yeah, they're gonna kill us all. I'm probably just gonna walk
So-
over and go down shooting.
Stefan, for sure. Fucking run, mate.
What?
And get out of here.
You sure?
Yeah. Go for it. You got money, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
You've done well, boss. I don't want you getting wrapped up in this. You're a friend, so
Go too.
if you want.
I don't know how the job interview went. I guess.
You may want to get an interview elsewhere. I don't think the city's that great.
my options might be limited.
Yeah,
Did you want me to? Should I mean, come or what?
it's up to you.
Okay, I guess. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I think our best bet of survival is playing along with this, complying a bit. Pretty tempted to just try and fight my way out and die, but probably not the best option.
Well, I mean,
I
what if
disagree.
it's real?
Then it's still under someone else's thumb who may not work in our best interests. But hey, gotta get what we can, right?
Yeah.
If you want to come along, and he'll have to accept just the four of us, not the five. We'll see how he bends on that.
Why not? Why not, Stefan? If either of them are coming, you know.
Because Stefan, he's a doctor. He is a doc. He's many doctors apparently. Miko can fight. Miko is. I don't mean this in a bad way, beautiful, but you're vicious when you need to be. And I want that on my side. Stefan, I'd rather see him safe. He's not a fighter, as far as I'm concerned.
He's apparently a lover, according to his pictures.
Anyway, I wouldn't be surprised if they're tapping into this, so we should probably keep it short. And you should probably get moving, Stefan.
Okay.
We'll get back in contact with you if it ever turns out alright, alright?
My. And he hangs up.
Like, I was gonna tell him I was gonna miss him.
No, you weren't.
That was in character.
Oh, I'm sure he knows. What about you, Miko?
Well,
Come
I
in or
mean,
not?
like, I guess that kind of depends on whether or not you're gonna go turn around and shoot at people right now.
She looks at me, yeah. Let's say if you come, we'll try and play along. If you don't, we'll see what our odds are.
Like I've been like, you know, sizing those guys up. I'm pretty sure I can fight through them.
I mean, I don't think that she's actually going to hush her voice a bit now. I don't think that guy realized when you're holding on, you could have probably melted through him.
It's like, no, he has no clue how dangerous I am. Like, they're not taking me seriously.
Yeah, we've got two of us here that can fight. But
Yeah,
I just put- I
I'm
was
gonna say somebody's really loopy right now.
Like, I could give Zuri my gun.
no, I think that would actually go worse for us.
I mean, like, give me like 2 seconds and I'll be. They probably have those stupid turn off thingies on them.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, so indicative blaze of glory. If you don't want to come along, if you do, I guess we'll try and survive and do what we actually want to do.
Well, I mean, that's what they said they wanted to do too, right?
Supposedly.
What you wanted to do?
So I guess
Supposedly.
it's like, you know what?
Chicken butt?
Yeah.
I guess I'll come up there and, see what they want.
And this,
I mean,
I don't
You
know if
don't-
I got the job or not anyway, so,
but,
seems
like,
good.
I mean, you know that when this is done, they're just gonna kill us.
Well,
and I,
You don't have to go out with us.
what was...
Like,
Okay. I mean, whatever works okay for you.
I mean, if you want to come die with us, I'm cool with that too. You know, you're my buddy.
Thanks. I think.
yeah, look, I don't know what this malaise is that's like falling over you, but you gotta
it's
make this
pretty-
decision for yourself.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you hurt, but I'd really appreciate your backup. All right.
Alright.
I guess we'll find out if you get here or not. She's gonna hang up.
If
What kind of, time frame do Oh. Guess I'll go back over there. She'll go back over there.
Are you gonna go back over there? All right. There's like
Yeah.
hazmat suits and all sorts of people as you show up.
Shall we? So I'm looking for, I guess, the ne'er-do-wells.
Where are you now?
I'm sorry, I don't speak Charlie Brown. Take the kazoo out of your mouth.
I'd like a large fry.
Slash the bleeps, the creeps, and the sweeps.
All right, the person in the hazmat suit will motion you in, and there is quite a bit of armed guards around two little buildings. It's actually kind of impressive looking for a progenitus operation. And you are stopped, and they start giving you a pat down.
Wow. So normally there's like conversation involved, or hi, I'm
They pull
Miko.
out the grenade.
I wasn't gonna use that. It's for self-defense.
I like to think at this point, the guys are just like, what is fucking party?
A tall candidate starts leading you in, and you go, Miss Miko, right?
It's just Miko. Everybody keeps trying to preface it.
Oh, do you not like prefixes?
I'm not sure. But I keep bringing it up, so no, I guess.
All right. You look quite professional, ma'am. Where do you work?
I don't know yet.
No,
I had an interview today. I think it went okay. But it seems like, they had a better one.
he actually coughs a bit. I go, do you like coffee?
I don't know. Yeah?
Yeah, he offers you a cup of coffee.
Thanks.
I assume this is separate from us, right?
Yeah, it's separate from you guys.
It's flavored like pacification.
She will.
Oh god, no! If she chills out anymore, she's gonna fucking vanish.
Actually, I think this might agitate her back up to who she was.
I'm actually checking my stuff right now.
Are you finding out if you're immune to poisons and
I think I might be, because Omnigut. Sustain yourself anything provided. Include scratch rashes into systems unpoisonable by consumables, makes everything taste good.
Yep.
She will consume the coffee regardless, but I wanted to find out if it was going to be a thing or not.
It's always been, because you see, I knew immediately with Amelia it meant nothing. That's why I handled Amelia first.
Although there is a typo with Amelia's one that I need to fix up anywho that will matter to her specifically later, but
Okay.
because it says that she's unaffected by chemicals and poisons. It's supposed to be consumed chemicals and poisons, as poisons are specifically consumed things. She can be injected and still be affected.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, he leads you in, and there's your friends, and he is high as a kite.
She'll go in there. Oh, I mean they've got gangs all here.
Hey,
Hey, Miko, did you have the coffee?
I did. It was good.
It's
Oh, that's
great,
not
isn't
drug.
it?
Oh, well the drugs were good.
He just rubs his temple a bit, and he goes, "So it seems like your other friend may scooted off."
Yeah, told him to get out of here. He's not a combatant.
He frowns.
Yeah, he was pretty much working with us for if we got hurt.
But hey, we got the friendly backing of Progenitus now, right?
He's a pretty good doctor.
Unofficial.
You already gave them the job? I'm still waiting on a call. Like slumps down in the corner. I really did go badly.
I'm just like I'm just gonna pat Miko, just like he hasn't given us the job yet.
Alright, so you'll be signing up as a merc group and working under the purview of my office.
She looks over to Amelia, literally giving you the job right now.
Okay, sorry.
He looks like he's really confused at this interchange going on, and he'll be working under my office, which means we will have some contact, but I can't give you any official support. You won't be able to call in backup or anything like that.
Can we get more coffee?
Yes, you can get more coffee. He prints you off some more coffee, Zuri.
Can you
How long is that going to last on her?
At the rate she's consumed, she should be like this for about a good 24 hours. So,
Oh, God.
have fun with that.
I'm just like kind of raising my hand.
Have you picked that up from Erin? What are you doing?
Yes.
Lotta's giving you a fucking, incredulous look.
There's like this incredulous look from this guy who was expecting quasi professional, maybe mercs.
Hey, that's very professional.
Yeah.
Is there anything that will do that to me that you have up here in this waking nightmare?
I think I need to. Would you mind subjecting to a little physical testing to see what's going on? Because it seems like you got maybe something going on with you that you aren't quite familiar with.
Good lord.
Well, I think I'm definitely sick.
Zuri, could you tell me what's going on with Amelia? Because she seems like she's had some sort of substance issues she can't quite reach to.
Okay, I have to add character. Because I don't quite remember. Did we make the connection that it might be this?
Well, it's one of the things that is up with her.
It has been causing her lots of emotional distress. You know that.
Yeah. Well, she has been she has been a little strange ever since she got that.
I'm grabbing. I'm just like putting my arm around her, just like, just kind of like squeezing her shoulder, just like, hey, what's your?
Ooh, hi.
Did you do something new with your hair?
Hi. No, not since since I washed it real good. But it looks nicer now, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it's I mean, you can. I guess they got those shower things up here.
Yeah, I put the little thing in it to match my new name, Dawn. But,
Oh.
I thought it was a nice idea.
So, Zuri, you said she's been acting a little strange ever since what?
That what were they called? The leech things?
Oh, god damn it!
Those little those little TTI things.
What, the Agiform?
Yeah, those.
Oh, okay. Well, when we get Zuri here in for a medical appointment, we can have you looked at too, Miss.
Amelia's just like hanging her head.
He takes a swig of his coffee and he goes, I sure do like it when there's one in the group that's real pliable and easy to talk to and the rest of them aren't. It just makes for a great, conversation for everybody.
She is softened from the surface.
And she is real nice and easy to talk to.
Thank you.
I think she shot at least 2 of us in the back.
No,
I
she's
keep
surprised.
telling you that's not me. That's one of the things in my head.
Yeah, we're gonna need to look that. If that's what's
The
going
only
on.
I would kind of appreciate that. I mean, I'm kind of getting used to it, but it's really inconvenient.
Like the only person that she ever shot was Stefan, and I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I've thought about shooting him several times.
Why would you think about shooting Stefan? What's wrong with your buddy Stefan?
He was a
He
chopper.
looks over at Zuri.
Oh.
Well, it's I'm not sure what the thing in my head is against them, but he was a Amelia, what were they called? Chop something? Something?
He was he liked to he had a thing for me and I mean that was
He
a joke
did?
really. I wasn't really thinking about totally.
I never noticed that.
Sizzling under her finger.
He seems mildly amused at this interchange, and he
Hey,
realizes
I've got
there's
a
lot more going
question.
on. Yeah.
So you got jobs for us that gets closer to JD, right?
That's what the aim is. I'd like to get some information about what he's up to.
About how quick you reckon you can do this? What kind of timetable are we looking at?
It's gonna take me a couple days, but he's got some shipments that are gonna be going out nearby warehouses, and I'd like to get those checked out. I have concerns about illicit goods going through town.
Well, so you want information? We want him dead. Is that going to be a problem?
You get the shot, take it. And run as fast as you can after, but...
I wasn't really thinking about shooting him as much as peeling his skin off layer at a time.
That seems awful slow and amazing, but might not be conducive to make sure you get it killed quick.
That is my ultimate goal. I want him to know how other people felt.
Whether his death is slow or quick,
I don't want
in
that
the game,
to be the last thing he knows.
are you going to need somebody to take any kind of fall?
If I can get dirt on him, I can
go upstairs with Mother John.
absolutely get by with Geyer not getting control after he dies under questionable circumstances. I have no reason to have anybody take the fall. And if I do, I don't need it to be you guys. I can make it be his own folks. He's got plenty of shady looking fellas working for him right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Definitely.
You
should have seen some of the people down there.
A lot of people with no background and a lot of weird augmentations.
Well, I can give you info on a few of them.
That might be useful. But what is
so many of them are just full of that weird magic shit now.
What does your little blip here do, I'm sorry, Miko? You don't like surname or prefixes.
It's Miss Miko to you. That was a joke. I'm sorry. It was just kind of I mean, you got it right. Yeah. What? I'm sorry. I'm coming new to this sort of thing. So, like this morning, I thought they were going out on an interview to kind of like cover up some gunfire, and I'm assuming we're past that at this point.
Yeah, they know that. They know that Coco died.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna say we killed Coco.
Well, I'm not entirely certain that Coco did die, because you would have to kind of establish your definition for life. But yeah. So where are we at now? Killing JD?
Are you making fun of me?
Huh?
Alright, well, Miss Miko, it seems to be after calm and easy conversation with Zuri. She explained everything that happened in that hotel room very openly with us, and we appreciate her giving us all the details.
She's crazy, full of drugs.
You're welcome.
And it's kind of funny because if you just gave Lana and Amelia, you would have got away with this a lot easier. I just thought of that and it made me laugh. He goes, but I have the same interesting confliction with JD, sort of, along your folks' lines. I need him handled. At the very least, I need dirt on him. I need to make sure he doesn't come taking my job. Because I'm the head of progenitor security, and I'm losing my grip on this city right now. My friends in the IRPF are gone. We had a long-standing relationship. I had good working territory with them. These new folks, they don't care shit about what we used to run. They've got public opinion on their side, and they can get away with flat murder. I want to discredit him. I want to tear him down. And if he dies, I'd be fine with that. I could accidentally see that a whole bunch of his records for getting reprinted might just disappear. at the nearby hospital. Wouldn't that be a darn shame?
Hmm.
But
Wait, what?
Oh god, you don't. She doesn't know.
all right, well, you can explain that one.
Yeah.
I think I will look fairly interested. Her ears are
But-
kind of perked.
But at the same time, though, I can't ask any of my folks to do this. If this went south, if this didn't work out, they'd be risking their entire lives, their families, their livelihood. You folks have got nothing. Nobody. You've got only risks to take, and you were already gonna take it. So why don't we work together? Is what I'm saying. You got me, Miss Miko?
Maybe.
But with a bit more veiled threat. She's
Yes,
nudging
but with a little bit
Miko.
more veiled threat here, because I mean, you guys did kind of fuck up a hotel, and got a whole bunch of my fellas killed.
Mm.
And somebody keeps getting a little uppity about her goddamn rifle and her getting persuaded lightly in the hallway.
Well, your guys robbed me, so.
I believe the term's disarm.
Also, let's have a quick conversation about us killing your dudes, because we didn't. Your buddy
Well,
JD did,
I'd like
because
to point
Coco
out,
came out of a hole in his came out of a hole that was caused by his crazy fucking magic bullshit he's playing around with down there.
he smiles and he goes, "Yeah, for some reason you took that grenade of a person and left her alone in a hotel room."
Because she seemed harmless. We didn't know.
And that's for bringing her up here, I couldn't imagine anyone having the line of trying to help others mad, right?
Yeah, well, that's why we're having a conversation. I do like the fact that you apparently got a little bit of a reputation for trying to do the right thing, even if it might end up a little messy in the hotel. You did save that errand kid, so I mean, Zuri seems to think pretty highly of some of the accomplishments that you've had. Isn't that right, Zuri? Zuri's
No, it's all
right.
terrible.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
He's saying Zuri seems to think pretty highly of your guys' accomplishment and the good you guys have been doing, saving Aaron and other things like that. Seemed like you always had the betterment of other people in mind. Isn't that right, Zuri?
Definitely, it was Aaron. It was that little shark baby. It was all the kids from the Reclaimers.
Baby shark.
He smiles and goes, "So I got some interest in seeing you folks not go completely under. But
Lola's just frowning right now, thinking, "Shark baby."
Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, it was a lady shark who gave birth, and it turned out a lateral.
Lola's now giving Zuri wide eyes, thinking, "Can she read my mind?"
Oh, sorry. I thought...
Madre de
My
Dios.
mistake, sorry.
I like to think you just continued rambling because you're like, oh yeah, that's right, the baby shark. I didn't even talk about that. And you keep going on about it, and then it's just like everybody's just sitting there letting Zuri talk, like slight dementia has set in with Zuri.
Yeah, and after that was when I shot. Not me, one of the things in my head. Shot Stefan.
And then as Zuri continues talking, Zuri goes, and I'm gonna kill that fucker for what he did to Rosie. I'm gonna tear him apart. I'm gonna rip his innards out and wear them like festive streamers. And then it goes back to Zuri.
Did Zuri say all that?
Yeah.
So
I'm just gonna pat her leg, just like, "Oh, hi, Alejandro."
So, what now? Do we just walk out of here with our gear and wait for contact?
Yeah, you walk out of here, you're good. Do you want to ever checked into a hospital?
Yeah.
and he's gonna kind of slowly head turn to Amelia. Do you wanna go to the hospital?
Amelia just shrugs.
No, she doesn't.
Let's go together.
No, you're not going together.
maybe we can get beds in the same room. Then we have always a friend to talk to.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Right.
She's just like motioning her arms towards. This is the guy that is a threat to us as well.
Amelia just kind of like puts her head in her hands. It's like, I don't know. I'm getting pretty sick. My head is throbbing.
Well,
And my
I'm just
stomach
saying,
hurts.
it sounds like your little friend here got in contact with something she doesn't like. And if she wants help removing it, I mean, we're not TTI, but we can look at it.
Well, I ain't your keeper, kids.
AKA, this is your option. If you want to get rid of the age of form, they will remove it for you, and I can refund
Out of character, I super don't.
Okay. I'm just saying, out of character, this would be her opportunity to get free of the little asshole that's been plaguing her life. If that was a character decision he wanted to make, so I'm making that option for you. So, he will go. He'll stand up and offer his hand to shake your guys's, in turn, and Nico's paw.
I don't have a hand.
Do you folks have an idea what you want to call your little merc group?
Isn't that a little childish?
Over what? No.
I need
The
to
last
do some-
chance or no?
How
I
about
have
the
to-
white hand?
No.
I have to.
Go on, Scott. Oh, hang on.
I have to put something on your guys' paperwork. That's all I need. I don't care. If you want to call it a lot of corporation, I don't mind.
Lotta Corp, I like it.
She opens her mouth to say something, then like visibly cringes. Yeah, someone else go on with it.
Neat. What were you gonna say?
Oh, something like justice or vengeance, but she like visibly shudders. It's a bit on the nose.
Sounds epic, though.
What was wrong with the Reclaimers?
Can we call it that?
Yeah, I think that's fitting.
Amelia like looks over with
That is
like a.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, good choice.
Alright.
I like it.
Alright, I'll put that down on your paperwork. Alright. Get your shit. Get out of my face. I got a stipping for you. I need you guys to be ready in about 2 days. We're going to be hitting, you're going to be infiltrating a warehouse. I'll get you some information on it.
Right.
They're going to have security. You're going to need to blend in. You're going to need to get in there and do your thing. Find out what's in there.
Sweet, I can try out my new software.
Well, we'll blend in as far as we can. You may have guessed that we aren't particularly good at that bit.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be the hardest part with this group. But yeah, get out there and get your stuff. I'll have your.
You say it was a
I'll
nice
have your-
gentleman.
I'll have your weapon removed from evidence and transferred over to your vault. I trust it won't be in your room in the coming days. He looks at
What?
Amelia.
I'm not sure they care that much about it. We rented.
That was that
I happen to care, as this is my district.
was in character. Amelia just looks up and is like, "What?"
Okay, that's
Then
fair.
I'm having the evidence we took from you transferred over to the vault at your current hotel. I expect it to stay there unless you're out on mission business, and it is not to go into your room.
Whatever.
I'll keep an eye on them.
Alright, I'm expecting you to handle keeping this group in order, Miss Lotta.
Yeah, it does seem to be my lotter in life.
And he will shoo you guys out, and as you guys are kind of walking through the camp, Miko, your phone is gonna go bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, she will look down at it and go, I don't know why it's all got that ringtone. It's like every one of them.
Yeah, it's like it's the base one that shows up in every Sam's campaign. I don't know.
Hello?
Congratulations, you've been hired.
Have I?
Your new work date starts 8 a.m. Please prepare.
Oh, this is going to be so wacky. She has to balance her normal day-to-day job life with a secretive merc life.
Actually,
Superhero now.
he never did end up talking to her about whether or not she was in on this. Like, we breezed right past that.
Well, he was saying he basically said that. I thought when I
No,
was saying
like there was no, he extended hands and stuff to people, to which she said, "I have no hands." And then there was an initial talk if I want to get everybody's agreement, but no agreement was
I
given.
want to get everybody's agreement. He was talking about he was trying to get you guys
and never got any
work
agreement.
for him. Okay. All right.
So it's an automated message, right?
Yeah, it's an automated message.
She will go, "Oh, well, I guess I got that one." Cool.
Got one what?
The job that I just interviewed at.
Oh, you're still doing that? You're going to be able to fit both things in?
Well, I mean, I wasn't sure if I was fitting both things in. I came because you guys were talking about, getting shut up and stuff, and I figured it would be worth saying if it was actually a trap, so that you wouldn't get shut up and stuff. Doesn't look like it's a trap, though.
I think there was kind of a unspoken understanding that the people in the room were the people getting involved in this shit.
Oh.
You still want out?
I don't know. See,
No
I don't
way.
really.
You're with us,
Okay.
right? You're one of us, aren't you?
Sure. I guess I'll turn this one down then. I hope they
It's
pay
like,
the same.
I mean, but
If you got a job, you could earn extra money.
Well, it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to do both. I don't think they're going to have corresponding hours. I think I'm getting echo off Amelia's mic.
are you still?
No. No. Yeah. I don't think they're going to have corresponding hours. Plus, I mean, the idea was to make sure that there was money. So I guess there'd be money now.
Not entirely sure on that. It'd probably just be supplied.
Well, I guess that counts. I mean, mostly.
He said something about a stipend.
He did say there'd be a stipend.
She'll look down at the little offer at the thing, and it's like automated offer. Type stop to stop receiving automated job offers.
Right.
Job accepted.
How long do you have to decide on that?
I'm not sure. It's not in the automated offer, but apparently it starts at 8 a.m. tomorrow, so not much time.
Think on it for a little bit, maybe.
Okay.
If it helps you decide, you look like a total dink in that suit.
You too.
It's kind of like puts her
Oh,
head down.
no.
Like, I'm just kind of lashing out here. You actually look really good, and I just want you to stay with us.
You too.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, yay! Congrats all around.
Yeah. Great.
Well, this
Why
is
are you
good,
acting
right?
like
Because
this?
you were trying to get, like, JD. So it sounds like that's gonna happen.
I hope so.
Hey. Yo, why are you acting like this?
Like, what? I don't. Listen, you've known me for like a week.
Yeah, I know. And for like that whole week, you're like totally different, and now you're totally different.
No, for like the 3 days, and now we're in 3 days. Haven't you figured out by now that there's a difference between below and above?
I mean, didn't that encounter just there tell you that there isn't?
Well, let me see. Everything below ground exploded into a fleshy nightmare, and everything up here exploded into a nightmare.
I don't think your entire basis for life is based on the past 24 hours.
Let me see here. I am constantly confused, and my head hurts, and I keep screwing everything up. So no, I don't really see any difference between the underground in here. It smells better.
She'll
The
kind
only
of.
real difference is a pretty sheen over the failed threats and tense agreements.
Yeah, but I mean, what about all the
You are also
rules?
negative.
I mean, we had to.
Weren't we leaving you behind with the doctors?
No, we haven't taken her yet.
Thought we were gonna leave it behind with the doctors.
If you did, I wasn't told.
There's actually a couple of guys in white suits that are slowly chasing after the group trying to get Zuri because Zuri keeps wheeling after you guys and she's faster.
Oh Jesus,
I'm
a hike
so
hog with wheels.
I'm so happy with this. Don't let him catch her. Now she's going to get arrested for drunk driving.
You ever seen somebody that's slightly out of it, like on a Segway?
Yeah, the best part is like she has that anchoring thing, so she can go up walls and shit. So she's just like, what?
She looks up into the sky, just starts drifting backwards.
Well, now that we've ruined that scene. So yeah, after a while, you guys kind of just see these two guys basically just chasing Zuri around trying to catch her.
Mika will look back at the tent and stuff that they're going away from and be like, let me go talk to him. Maybe.
You know, every time somebody's gone, let me go talk to them, or give me your radio. I want to talk to who's on the other end. It's gone fucking terribly.
Well, that's always been me. So just Miko's smart.
Yeah,
He
go for it.
can do it.
Maybe a little heads up on what you're gonna say. Maybe.
I just kind of wanted to get an idea of the job, I guess.
Go for it.
Well, I'll tell you what I know, and that's we're working against JD. So I mean, you always seem to like this weird, stupid shit, and they're just like pointing at the thing in my head. He's got loads of it.
She's gonna look over at your head and kind of grin a little bit and said, "Yeah, I wouldn't let a progenitus doctor touch that." And she'll go off toward the tent again.
Right.
I just like looking at Lotta really like with a worried expression, just like
Yeah, they'll probably explode or something.
What am I gonna Okay.
Am I
I'll
gonna go like Coco? Is that this now? Is that what happened to Coco?
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm just like, okay, I'll just sweat this out then.
Alright, well, as you head back to the tent, the guy is outside taking a bit of a smoke break with the guys. And he looks over at you and goes, oh, you come back already.
Can I have a moment?
Yeah. I'm not really a dealer in time, but we could talk.
She'll go inside the tent.
Okay. I'll go inside.
What?
He goes over and sits down. Yep, what's up?
She'll sit down and go, I don't have anything against JD.
Oh. So you prefer to not be involved then?
Well, it's just I'm not really related
I got
to the issues. I'm kind of new. They've got a lot of good reasons to be against JD. I mean, I can look at that fairly objectively, and he's caused a lot of problems. All the things they said are, well, maybe not all the things. I think there was a lot of lying starting with, but pretty much everything that you ended up with was true, at least as far as I've observed. But I personally don't have a reason to go risking myself to assassinate somebody. But I think I might have another reason. I don't like that. And she'll look over toward the Geyer facilities that are down the road.
he looks over and goes, that's mostly what I don't like.
Here's the thing, though. As far as I can tell, JD plans pretty well. We found a lot of different evidence down there suggesting that he had a big, long successor line in place and lots of information on all the people that worked with him. If we go up to the top and kill JD, there will be another Geyer's CEO, and if we kill that one, there will be another, and the public will continue to support it, and I don't want that because for some reason I'm really upset over the technology they're using.
That's normal. TTI technology is quite abhorrent to normal people.
Hmm.
He
Maybe.
says, not knowing anything about Miko.
And she clicks a little bit, and there's a little flicker of light for the first time in a little while, and goes, yeah, maybe, but maybe not. I don't know who owns it or where he's getting it from, but for some reason, I don't like that he has it. But it's not really him. It's them. It's all of them. It's Geyer. And to fix that, I have to dismantle it from below to the top. That's going to take more than a few days and more than just an assassination plot.
Well, I don't want just an assassination plot. Your friends want to take that shot on JD. They want me to help them get close. I'll help them get close. I want to discredit and move Geyer out of my city. I want them out of here.
What are you willing
public opinion
to
to fall
do
apart with them
to let that happen?
He frowns. A lot of great men have had to answer questions like that, and I don't know if I'm prepared to make my answer.
Then I'm not really sure if I'm prepared to make mine. But here's my offer. I can probably come up with something that'll discredit them. I can't promise it'll be safe, but if we're working with you, we can probably find ways to make it safer. But we caused a lot of shit down there for only 5 people. I bet we can cause a lot of shit up here for only 5 people too. Enough to get the public against him in a hurry, especially since the only reason why he's loved so much is presumably to keep the peace that I'm sure we can disrupt.
He frowns a bit.
That's reasonable, my friend.
I don't want to hurt people I'm supposed to protect.
Maybe with your help, the number of people or even the locations can be changed. But I don't know if you can achieve a full dismantling of this organization without breaking a few eggs.
I have to say, I wouldn't want to be directly involved.
Neither would I. Which is why I kind of want to be indirectly involved. I don't exist. I'm not on your records. I'm not part of this organization. I came from another town and another district and have changed identities twice. And the person I used to be is long dead at this point. IRPF had the only records of my pursuit. I'm a ghost. Take me off the list, and then you'll have somebody to chase down for a little while. I'll come up with a few ideas to have the actual Merc group working for you run past you, and there'll be somebody in the background that you won't be accountable for.
He frowns and he goes, "That's an awful lot of trust to put into you. You've got no records, got no backing. As far as I know, you're the one that killed little Coco. And I don't know if that was the right move, but it was a move. It was a ballsy move you took. But it killed a lot of people doing it. Hell, still killing people. I don't know when we're going to be able to go in that building.
Is it still up there? She says, looking kind of interested.
Yeah, there is occasionally lights and like shadow playing across the windows.
Wow,
And
it's got staying power.
And he goes, whatever it is, it's not done yet. And I got Geyer breathing down my neck. They're the experts, and they want to come in here.
Oh, see, I have a plan that Miko would love.
I bet we can work with that. I bet we can make him really upset about that too.
I had this little think tank that we hire on the side, and we keep them under a leash, and maybe their records disappear when things go wrong. But for right now, I like to keep track of them in case they turn on me or turn out to be a real group of terrorists coming from below.
Well, I mean, from a completely official standpoint definition, yeah, we probably listen. The idea here is that I I aim to drop that building. I mean, not literally. Well, maybe literally. No, not literally. That I have a history of that or anything. But I think that's something I want to do. And she's starting to flicker a little bit more now. Like I want to stop them from having what they have. I want their stuff. And I'm gonna get their stuff,
Yay, stuff.
whether they give it to me willingly or you help or not. But that doesn't need to have a big body count or a big mess attached to it if I've got the support of people who can make those problems go away. So, will you support my acquisition of their stuff?
A sec, I think I lost connection. Am I still there?
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah.
I heard you. I just wasn't sure if you could still hear me. Okay. He smiles a bit and he goes, "I thought that was the agreement we were working into, my dear. Now you want to get their stuff, get their stuff. Just take it out of my goddamn town. All right?"
That can be arranged. She will turn around and leave, and as she's leaving, she's trying to wiggle out of her little suit, and her glasses fall off.
There's some gasps because how lewd. You
No, she doesn't succeed in wiggling out of it. It's well tailored. This is just an attempt at a wiggle, but the swagger looks better.
Yeah, but
She will be able to strut down the street.
Somebody picks them up and offers them to you.
And she like wrinkles her nose at him. That never worked anyway. She's
Alright,
gonna trot down the street.
Full Miko trot.
And there's a well, she's still covered up in a suit, but like there's glowing spots going down the side of it, and she looks a little pleased with herself as she trots past the other people. Come on, we're gonna go blow up a hospital.
It was my plan.
Glad that you're out of earshot of the progenitus people. Alright, and that's where we will end tonight. We're a little bit past time. Everyone gets 15 XP. You guys are slowly working up to Man Mark 2 is coming up really close. And everyone also gets 500 credits.
Hooray!
Actually, let's make that 650 credits. We'll do that. Slightly better. So let me put that in my tracking. You guys got 15 XP and 650 credits. And I said 2 XP for the...
Yeah. Yeah, sweet. I was talking to Sam yesterday, saying how there's actually a great big chance that Lotto would turn to basically terrorism to discredit Gaia as a security corp.
So the original plan, which I did not run by Sam earlier, when I was thinking about it, I was like, no, I was going to let it happen kind of like organically, and then it didn't because like this other thing popped up. But the original plan was she was going to get this here job and look at all the stuff that they had at the job there and kind of befriend everybody that was in the job, and upon discovering that the facility that she was working in had the ability to become kind of a feeder thing into Geyer to like give them blips and bio stuff for all the little operations that they do and get in from the bottom level. The opportunity to use it as a tool to bring the system down by basically ignoring the things that she was supposed to do was going to be a tipping point, and she was essentially going to like offer dinner to all of the higher ups and explode them, so that she could then use Zuri to hack into the system, put herself as the new buyer of the company, who was then killed in the explosion, as they went out for their kind of victory meal, and then leave Zuri as the beneficiary so that they could take over the company as a shell and use it to infiltrate from below. And the thought was that they would work in from the bottom as essentially a feeder corp for Geyer and start moving in from there.
That is a very elaborate chain of events you have.
It was,
Wow,
but it
that
wouldn't
was
be
a-
that hard to arrange, to be honest. All it requires is sort of
Man.
getting the job and getting them to agree to dinner. The rest of it is hacking and timing.
Have you seen our dice rolls?
Well, I did manage to pretend to be something I wasn't for two things. But there is going to be that going into it. And then the same minute, the Pretty Business Corporation, I was like, oh, well, that's a shame.
That was going to be a whole nother thing where you were going to find out they were on the side getting, illegal implants from JD's corp.
Right.
And
So
putting
I mean, that was
adoption man children.
that's where it was going to go with. 'Cause it was an option to get in from below, and as they were doing that, they would use the corporation to then find out where JD's people were at any point, so that they can then plan strikes where JD's people weren't, and make them look awful and get the public against them, and bring it down from the bottom and get all the folks going upward. But as it happens, there's another guy who kind of wants to do that. Now, it's not quite as ideal because he still wants to do it within the rules, but we can work with that. Rules are flexible.
That's it. Lala's got a plan. That's called, hey, let Gaia move into that scene. Let them take full control of it. And then that transcendent event that's happening, not blow them up. Set off the weirding bomb in that transcendent event.
Make them make it worse, right?
Yeah. It's like, oh, the moment they relinquish control, Genesis relinquish control to Gaia, they lose control of the situation.
Oh. Oh. Well, anyway, you guys have a nice week of plotting and planning, and hopefully you had a good time tonight. I know it was kind of more of the RP stuff. We do a lot of RP stuff. It's not always combat, so a lot of RP stuff. But I think it was probably good RP. I hope.
I want to say I'm really sorry, guys.
I think that was
Sam's
glorious. The sad thing was, like I had it planned from the get go, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get anybody with this. I'm like, freaking Zuri's gonna, like, no way I'm gonna get Zuri. There's no way I can get.
Why
Amelia
did you not think you would get
completely
Suri?
She wasn't going to
I
be
didn't-
Why would
there.
you ever think you wouldn't get Suri?
Well, for one, I didn't think Zuri was gonna be there, and then for two, I figured I wouldn't get you because you would have spent the focus at oh fuck no.
Which was correct.
Yeah.
But normally I would have spent focus too, but I would have spent 3 focus to reroll all of that. So
Mm-hmm.
And we roll shitty dice to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And I muted that stuff in that context. Excuse me.
I just love the fact that because of how I ended up playing it out, because I decided, I needed to make sure that Amelia gets the coffee first. And then I was like, shit. But then, Lotta's gonna know she has bad coffee, kind of. And I'm like, but I can't fault you because, Lotta would probably be suspicious of the strange drinks on top side. Zuri was a sweet, trusting soul, so it was great.
I don't think I could be happier.
I hope I played the role well.
It actually made that situation a lot easier because he knew he could trust what you were saying, and he was figuring out everyone else was lying to him. So it was a better position that you ended up telling the truth.
I managed to not go full murder hobo.
Yeah, you did.
I'm
Larry
really
doesn't
glad
love
that
you
we got.
anymore.
Do what?
Sorry, what did you say? I missed you at Fox.
Oh no! What did you say?
Larry
I said
doesn't love you
Larry
anymore.
Larry doesn't love Lotta anymore.
Well, probably
Just
for the
kinda
best.
Pull a gun on him.
Probably for the best. I don't know. Maybe that's his thing.
No, that was definitely not his
He's gonna
thing.
come crawling back.